JetskiNworld Finals, and we are here on the final day, Sunday.
Yeah.
The culmination of an incredible week of racing, and there is probably, I think, more of a spirit of camaraderie than I've seen in so many years, and it's always here, but this year in particular, that is what we have heard. That it seems to be the pattern all week long, Mike.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's been absolutely incredible. A great show last night underneath the London Bridge. We've got opening ceremonies coming your way. Again, this is the 2017 Blosian IJSBA World Finals, our 36th year being out here for the duel in the desert, Don.
Man, and it has been something else. We've also had quite the mixed bag of tricks out here as far as the weather conditions. We started out on Monday with easily it was 2-foot waves, big winds, died down completely, got very, very flat, and then we had big winds again on Friday, I believe.
Yeah, Friday.
And then Saturday it turned into a very flat day, and as far as the water, everything else was pretty awesome. And the same thing for today. As we look out over the water, it's going to be a mid-90s today, low humidity, but definitely a gorgeous afternoon.
Now, Don, as we go with opening ceremonies, I understand we have a special guest right here, and I'm going to turn my microphone over to him.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. I'm up
Mike.
here with Peter DeSmit, and tell everybody what you do all week long, because you're back there very quiet, but you don't miss a thing.
Well, we don't miss a thing. As a race director, we have a lot of things going on. Apart from that, as part of being on the RGSBA staff outside World Finals, it's a really busy week. As a lot of people knowing us, we try to solve issues, problems, complaints. We try to help out in tech, and of course on the water. Today we have a lot of cameras on helmets, like GoPros and all the stuff, so nothing gets missed. So we need to keep our eyes open with my assistant director Robbie and Simon behind the line and Blake in the tower. Together with all those people, we try to find the perfect solution that everybody goes home happy. So
you are one of the best in the business, Peter DeSmit. It is such an honor to have you. What are your feelings for the week? What's your takeaway for the week so far?
I'm very happy to see that the new Kawasaki is fitting our racing program. We have seen a lot of new people or a lot of riders coming back racing these new Kawasaki's. If we see in the past years, we had limited and stock class going down a little bit. People run out of money and parts for the hydro spaces. The two strokes are still there. They have their separate own class. So now we are back in the game with a new stand-up, a new four-stroke, which will suit us for the coming at least 10 seasons.
So you're fireman, coach, counselor, and referee all in 1 week. Pretty close, right?
All in 1 week, yes. So yeah, we tried as being together with Robbie. We are the only non-USA staff in this whole project. So I am here for over 10 years working in IGSBA staff, and I think it's an honor to myself and that I can help out translating and helping people who are in a certain position where they cannot explain themselves. So a lot of people are knowing me. We always say that Mr. Frazier, he's a good guy. He is the office man for IGSBA, and I am working in the field.
Yeah, there you go. You're the field rep.
Yeah, so
I love it.
So because of this, I have a lot of personal contact with people, and people know I'm approachable to help them out with any positive or negative things they have on their mind.
And not just that, he's also a great mechanic. He's also been behind the rubber band more than once. He's also a fantastic endurance racer, so you understand all aspects of it.
I think this was many years ago. I started racing over 25 years ago.
When you were two?
Everything with Eve, yes. Everything we experienced, all our experience, we have to return this into the sport. That actually I didn't need the input anymore from the riders, because I knew exactly where riders are looking for, what makes them happy, and what are the needs they need to arrive on the race spot and to have a perfect situation. So I have tried till today with my staff overseas in Europe, with Bart, with Robbie, with all the people we have. I'm always working on a long-term business, what means I try to find the people who can work with me for many years. And this have some results today that I think IGSBA racing is on a top level and it's still growing.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter DeSmit, our race director for the 37th annual IJSBA Blosian World Finals. We'll be back with more great racing in about 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, before we go racing today, I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine.
rejoice in it, and I don't know how we can do anything but rejoice in your glory for what you've given us today. Thank you for the passion that these athletes have, and we believe that that comes directly from you. We ask for your blessings and safety. We've had a great week so far, and we ask that you continue to bless our race site with safety. Thank you for all the officials, the sponsors, the race director, the race coordinator, and everybody working behind the scenes so hard to allow us to chase our dreams here at the World Finals. We ask for your blessings in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brian O'Rourke. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would everybody please rise, remove your hats, and let's pay homage to those brave young men and women that fight for our very freedom to come out here and race. Ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, yeah.
It gets me every time.
Me too, bud.
I need a tissue. Good morning, Lake Havasu. How's everybody doing out there? Are we ready for some racing out there? Come on. Yeah, buddy. Here we go again. Good morning, Stan.
Jeremy Gray in the house. How are you, bud? My goodness, it's good to see you. Mwah, mwah.
Woo! Sean Dawson, guess what?
Mike Young.
Hey, we're going to start off with the Pro Ski Modified.
Oh, way to get me excited early. I like it.
I like it too.
Oh, my goodness. Sunday.
That was a great opening ceremonies. I liked it.
It really was. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dave Arnold. You're amazing. Got Jessica Waters in the house. Had the privilege of meeting her on the national tour. And we have just added her to our list of amazing photographers because we love her.
Exactly. So you got her, you got Ronnie Mack, who's also out here.
Ronnie's a legend. We are beyond blessed to have that guy here.
Boy, you got that right.
Now, I'll tell you who else we're blessed to have. That's JetskiNworld. Came out here for the first time this year under conditions that they've never experienced before. An entire week of racing. It's been very grueling. They have been all over the place catching some incredible footage, and we're very blessed to have them. Go to JetskiNworld.com, or you can go to JetskiNworld at YouTube.
All right, Dave Dawn, Pro Ski Modified. Looks like they're getting set down there online. Let's go through the lineup. Boat number 72 comes to us out of France, riding for Bullet Racing, Blosian Jet Pilot, and Zapata Racing. It's Jeremy Porte.
Well, we got Johnny Smith signed up out of Mem Sport, sponsored by urules.com, Shark Energy, and HydroTurf, but he's not here. I'm going to say his name anyway because he's cool.
Boat number ZA1 out of South Africa, riding for Rockstar Energy, Jet Pilot, and Commander Industries. It's the Mots, Dustin Matzuris.
He's at an Indian Trail, North Carolina, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, IPD Graphics, Hidden Trail Motorsports. He usually rides 3 or 300. That's James Wilson.
And coming to us from Ichihara, Japan, riding for Pro Watercraft, KMG Racing, as well as Jet Pilot and Boosted Performance, it's the Samurai, Toshi Ohara.
Out of Wildomar, California, sponsored by Kawasaki, Works, Troy Lee Designs, HydroTurf, and WWR.
Boat number J15 out of West Kingstown, England, riding for BNR Installation, as well as the Jet Shed, Danny Mace.
And out of Belgium, Elias Busselman on boat number 9.
Boat number 83 is Ulrich Bernstein out of Bergen, Norway.
And out of Sparks, Nevada, Ian Roberts on 658, Quentin Bosch on 988, Tim Miller on 777, Valentin Dardelot and Pete Zernick. Also, Tyron Matzuris, David Rediger, Bart Manny, Java Gabor, and Mar and Raphael.
Rider down on the inside.
Let's see if I can get a number. And that, unfortunately, is boat number 77. And just
Could be Tim Miller.
could be.
777. We've got 2 7s in this race, too, just so you know.
Looks-
We've got Craig
yep.
Warner.
Thank you. Looks like Quentin Bosch on the inside, Mike. And that could very well be Dustin Matzuris on the outside. Or David Rediger. That worked, too.
That's it. It's going to be Rediger, it looks like, followed by Perret in third. 212, the Clipper in the 4th spot.
And Manny in the 5th spot.
So your race leader, once again, Quentin Bosch, coming to us originally from the Junior Stars program. He was one of those first racers ever to get out there on the hydrospace, Don.
Yep. Valentin Dardelot also making a move out there back in 8th. But yeah, Quentin Bosch, first time we saw him in the junior program, came out in a Superjet. And man, it took a long time for him to get off that Yamaha Superjet. He owned that boat. Do believe he's on a Cowie at the moment. Let's see, take a look. It's a question mark.
We got question marks.
He was still deciding.
Well, he's riding for Commander Industries, so I would imagine he's on a K1.
Yeah, would not surprise me.
Also racing for Blosian, Jet Trim, and Gasket Technologies. Quentin Bosch, your leader. And Bosch opts to go to the outside of the split, top left-hand side of the track as we view it here from the Blosian Tower of Power.
Okay, again, it is Redinger in 2nd place and Jeremy Perret in 3rd.
By the way, for those of you folks that may be listening in on our Blosian IJSBA World Finals live stream, brought to you by JetskiNworld, you're watching the Pro Ski Modified. This is a heat race right here, so they're just racing for position online. Coming up next will be Moto number 1 of the Pro-Am Women's Ski Limited. Then we've got another heat race in the Pro Runabout Open. That's your next 2.
And it looks like we're going to have 8 laps. All right, Jeremy Perret from the inside split just moved into the lead. Rediger still 2nd, and it is Mike Klippenstein in 3rd.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the log jump is now open.
Woo, special thanks to Michelle and Kid and all the gang at Scat Track.
That's right, Scat Track log jump. Jeremy Perret has moved up into 2nd place. Rediger back into 3rd. That's Clipper right behind Rediger on the 212.
So Quentin Bosch checking out, but Perret 2nd. Rediger 3rd. Clipper really pushing on our 3rd place rider.
Yeah, that's Rediger. David Redinger out of Boise, Idaho. Also riding for Commander Racing, as well as Rich Cumming, the folks over there at Fly Racing, RM Racing, and Blosian. Blosian helping a lot of racers out. Not only helping a lot of racers, but our title sponsor this year, man. Got to say a special hello and thanks not only to Christy, but Scott Wheeler, who is back there running the Blosian deal.
So I see that we've got R&D, one of the sponsors for Mike Klippenstein. So
Okay.
on this outside split, talk to us.
Hey, by the way, yeah, we got 2 number 3s. I don't know, there's so many numbers out there, but we've got
okay.
3 different sets of numbers that are the same
That
up
are
here in
exactly
this
the
class.
same.
So,
Jimmy
so that's
Wilson.
actually Jimmy Wilson.
Thank you,
Jimmy
bud.
Wilson, it's in 3rd place. We apologize for that, but again, we only can tell you what we have of here.
That's right. But thank you for, we love you guys. Thank you very much for getting us the quick opening. Now, Mike, I'm noticing a little difference from yesterday. Yesterday when we came out, there were 3 scat track log jumps. Did somebody party too heavy last night and steal 2 of them?
I don't know. Maybe somebody needed some ATV tires.
I think so. All right, so we're currently working with a one. Oh, I know why, because they were adding a class to the log jump today. There's going to be another class going over the log jump. I'll tell you more about that in a little bit.
You got it, baby. You got it. CRT in the house.
Okay, back again. We'll do this rundown for you on the heat race. This is all we're doing is battling for position right now. It doesn't have any points to it. But you can see a lot of strategy already starting to unfold for us. And your leader, Quentin Bosch, who has been incomparable this year in Europe. And the only person that I know of that has stayed ahead of him for more than 3 laps was a young lady out of the United Kingdom, and that was Lucy Gadsby.
The great Gadsby.
Yes, sir.
Well, Quentin Bosch, your race leader, top left-hand side of the track. He'll make the turn. Looks like he's going to go to the outside. Here comes 2nd place. Also going to go to the outside. That's Jeremy Parade. Jimmy Wilson going to follow suit. Once again, Jimmy Wilson out of Indian Trail, North Carolina by way of Ohio. And he races for Judge Motorsports, IPD Graphics, and Cameron and Trey Frame over there at Hidden Trails Motorsports. Good friends of ours.
So looking back in 4th place, top 4 riders, by the way, all took the outside split, and it is your 5th place rider, Martin Manny, who is going to take the inside. You can definitely pick him out anywhere on the track with that black boat and the red numbers on the side, and he has always run the same exact numbers.
Bosch, your race leader, the only one on the right-hand side of the track right now. And again, Bosch out of Belgium, sponsored by Commander Industries in Blosian.
Looking just a little bit further back.
Now, Jeremy Parade currently sitting in that 2nd place, done already with 1 world title.
Yeah, and Jeremy has had a terrific year on the tour as well. Came into it last year, he won. So defending champion, in addition to on the hunt right now to see if he can hold on to that.
That's right. We were talking Wilson in 3rd, top right-hand side of the track, followed by the Clipper in 4th, Martin Manny in 5th.
Dustin Montzuris in 6th.
Try to go back a little bit further every time they come around for everybody who's listening and for everybody that might be back there in Performance Alley.
Actually, I just happened to catch number 7, and that was Marin Raphael from France, gentleman that I had watched over in Europe, and he is very fast.
I was going to say, because we got 2 number 7s. We got Craig Warner.
No, he's 44, actually. 44 was back in 7th place.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Pair of number 7s out there. Once again, coming up next, race number 2. That's going to be our Pro-Am Women's Ski, and it's actually going to be our first moto of the morning on a beautiful Sunday morning here in Lake Havasu. Man, it is absolutely amazing out here.
It is beautiful, and the Vendor Alley has been open all week, but now we've got additional vendors out here to include a surprise vendor that I do think Scott Fraser is going to come up and talk to us about, but it's a tent that they put up last night from Carajet. I have no idea what's happening, but it sounds cool.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so we'll have some announcement on that later on.
Is it Carajet? Are they the ones that do the Guadalupe race?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nice teaser, Mike. Back out on the track. track. We have a triple happening on the scat track log jump, and all of them got through. That was Clipper, Manny, and
So it looked like Wilson had a bobble right there.
Yep.
Clipper actually moving up into that third place position. Martin Manny in fourth and Wilson in fifth. And Wilson's got company right now.
that's Montzuris.
That's Dustin Montzuris right at his back door.
And watch this kid behind Dustin, Rafael Morin, incredibly fast rider. He's going to be a bit of a dark horse out here, but I've seen him ride. He's really good.
Wow, Wilson able to get past Clipper. Manny actually moves up into that third place position, top left-hand side of the track. That's where you'll find third. And first place coming down the front straightaway, boat number 98, and he's got a back marker in front of him, and I believe that back marker is the 777 to Tim Miller out of Waco, Texas, riding for Beverly Racing Jet Pilot and Lowry's Flooring.
Uh-oh, Quentin Bosch went down on his tray and just put his hand in the air, Mike. I wonder if yeah, he's done.
Uh-oh.
He's done.
Could be trouble. It's a modified ski, Don.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so, yeah, he's going to have the course marshal come over. Meanwhile, your new leader, Jeremy Perret.
Wow.
And that was a gimme, but, man, what a tough way to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Here's
It's a heat race.
It's a heat race. They're just racing for position online.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I like you that you always remind me of that because I tend to get excited.
Well, exactly. And the folks back home, may not know either. That, they may have just tuned into our Blosian IJSBA World Finals live stream. Boy,
So-
lots of battling going on back here for third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Yep. Martin Manny has moved into second, and as I had mentioned, you wanted to keep your eye on boat number 44. He's moved into third. He got past Dustin Montzuris.
44, Marin Raphael out of France, riding for Team Pastanello, as well as Kawasaki Optimum and Go Fast US.
So Morin third, Montzuris fourth, Klippenstein fifth, and I think it's Valentin in sixth.
Boy, what a tough break there for Quentin Bosch, having to come in on the gaff. Uh-oh. And Bosch just gets dumped right there.
Oh, wow. Quentin's like, I'd like to hold on to the ski.
Yeah, wanna ride back to the boathouse? Psych.
No extra charge. Okay, wait, we are charging you.
Exactly.
Totally kidding. So Quentin actually wants to ride on the back of the boat, and the reason for that is that he wanted to try to keep the nose up, but he's going to go ahead and walk into shore and let the course marshal pull that boat in for him.
Don, the white flag is out. Jeremy Perret's your leader. He's working his way around two yellows right out in front of us, headed toward the log jump. That's where you'll find him. Hop, hop, over the top. No problems for Mr. Perret. And he has opened up quite the gap, Don.
Yeah, he is pretty spectacular to watch. And you are looking at a very technical side of the track. There are two tracks out there this week. We have a special runabout track, and then we have the ski track, which you are watching the riders navigate right now. But that ski track, if you are taking the log jump, includes the two buoys from the horseshoe. If you are not taking the log jump, it is a 3-buoy horseshoe, and then they come back and pick up these two red buoys right in the front and then dog leg back out. It's very, very technical over on the right hand side. And in addition to that, Blake set it up off camber to the waves coming in to make it even more fun to watch for us.
Well, I'll tell you, yeah, what a great course. A little bit longer than the courses that we're used to.
Yep, it's a 1.1 miles, and Manny went down?
Yeah, Manny went down, and Morin Raphael goes by.
Ooh, so the gentleman that we talked about was a dark horse over from Europe, has moved up into second place. Jeremy Perret still leading.
Manny able to get back up, still maintain that third place position. Your race leader working his way through the split. He'll get the checkers next time around.
All right, and Perret going to the outside. And it looks like Morin's going to follow him, and now Manny's going to make a run at the inside and see if he can repeat what he did earlier, which was pass multiple riders to get up into that fourth out of the first lap.
So out comes the checkered flag, and here comes Jeremy Perret Once again, Jeremy riding for Bullet Racing, Zapata Racing, Blows and Jet Pilot. Come on, Lake Havasu. Make some noise for Jeremy Perret. Looking for world title number 2 this weekend.
And I guarantee you, Michael and Morgan, his brothers, both watching on the live stream right now. And I would encourage you to get your friends to watch as well. Go to JetskiNworld right at YouTube. There's Raphael Morin on boat number 44 from France.
That's right, France 1 and 2.
Yeah, very cool. And then third is going to be Dustin Montzuris. Fourth is going to be Martin Manny.
And the Mots, once again, out of South Africa originally, now makes his home down there near Phoenix, racing for Rockstar Energy, Commander and Jet Pilot.
And fifth is going to be Valentin Dardalat. Another Frenchman? Another Frenchman.
3 Frenchmen in the top 5. That's speaks volumes of that European tour.
And Rediger going to be 6th. Oh, excuse me, Jimmy Wilson. I got so used to seeing David Rediger. So Jimmy Wilson on 6th and 6th, unofficially.
Good morning, Abdullah Al-Fidel. Good morning, Aksa Azwar. How you guys doing? Two of the top runabout racers hanging out right down here in front of us on the Tower of Power.
I see Team Norway moved overnight. They bought some different real estate this week. So you guys moved over here, I see. Very nice. And we're on to Pro-Am Women's Ski Limited. Also, we've got a moto here. This is actually going to be moto number 1 for Pro-Am Women's Ski Limited, 7 laps. And I'm back on the mic with Dave Arnold.
Hey, Don, good morning. I was trying to get our audio going here real good. We got our live stream working good on JetskiNworld. We just saw the heat race go off. Of course, Jeremy Perret on the march for another world title. But it is time for Pro-Am Women's Ski Limited.
And down on the line out of Rolling Heights, California, your winner in the heat race. She's got the pole position to the inside. She's sponsored by Kawasaki, R&D, Slippery, SE, Oakley, Factory, and Arai Helmets. It's Emmy Kanamori.
And coming to us from Brussels, Belgium, riding for the B&J, JSU, Robbie Jet Quakey, and Sidu, Japan, Yuki Francois on the number 9.
And out of Kanagawa, Japan, sponsored by Jet Pilot, Factory Zero, and Pet Beach, boat number 100, Yukiko Kume.
And on the number 220, coming to us from Sweden on the Geotech Jet Pilot and Gano Max's Evanella Ortendal.
And out of Limul, Guadalupe, sponsored by the Dream Team Racing, father and Jet Style, and his mom, 224, Nia Granger.
And it's Kylie Elmers on number 13 out of New Zealand, the Sea-Doo Center Jet Drive and LC Engineering Jet Tramp BRP.
And Carla Hunt out of Alberta, Canada, sponsored by Performance Motorsports, Kawasaki Ultimate Watercraft, Divas Bling, IPD.
And on the Jet Trim Bomber Eyewear, accountable, and it's Las Vegas, Nevada's 508, Kayoko Del Pardo.
From Lenexus, Kansas, sponsored by Pro Watercraft, Gasket Tech, Quakey Sense, Flying Hurricane. It's the 777s of Anna Glennon.
And out of El Paso, Texas, the 816, it's Pup herself, Laura Treviso.
And it is Kazuko Makai out of Japan, and also Taitich Sivarai from Thailand rounding out your field. And it looks like we already had a flying dismount right off of the start. Yukiko Kume is unfortunately going to have to go back via the tow rope.
That's not something you want to see here for moto number 1, but here they come, Don. They're going to come together. It looks like the outside might be the key here today. And it's a number 3 boat.
And that looks like Yuki, and it is Yuki. It's Francois out of Belgium, followed by Emmy Kanamori. And this is a moto. And then it's going to be boat number 224 in third. That's Nia Granger.
And let's see on third place coming by. And it looks like the 274 possibly. 224, you talked about.
In third, yeah. That is Naya.
Hey, by the way, Dave Don, just so you know, we do have we had a couple people that come up. They wanted to enter win the Cayman Island package.
Yeah.
Yeah, the free stay at Moritz, the turtle farm, the free fishing charter. Well, the box is up here now, so if you'd like to sign up for it, please come up behind the announcing tower and walk up the steps. Security guards got it right there. The drawing's going to be today. It's going to be somewhere right around freestyle, and the winner must be present to win.
Oh, thanks, Mikey.
Okay.
Oh, well, all three of us are going to be there.
Yep,
Just
that's
kidding.
right.
We don't qualify. Mikey gets to go down there anyway.
Well, so do you.
Well, it's true. So you guys, if you win this, you get to come hang out and party with us.
Hey.
Oh, we need a tow. We've got a rider down over there that actually was trying to test the boat, and it looks like Bushel. James Bushel needs a course marshal over there, toot sweet, because he's trying to get to the line.
Peter's on it. We got you covered.
Oh, Peter, you're
Thanks, Bob.
Tell you what, he actually was already calling it in. Thank you, guys. That's how quick our crew really is.
And looks like Yuki Francois there.
Okay, so it's Yuki Francois and then Emmy Kanamori, second, Nia Granger, third. It was boat number 66 that was up in fourth, and that is Kazuku Makai. Yeah, you were ahead of me on that one, bud.
Yep. I figured that one out. I got 1 out of 4.
No. I just know these girls. That's
yeah, I know. This is your class.
Yes, it is. And then back in fifth place is one of my good friends, Eminelli Ortendahl. And then right behind her in sixth is another one of my really good friends, boat number 13, the one and only incomparable Kylie Elmer.
Yeah, and I'm looking down there. Looks like our tie rider took her number.
I did see that.
I did see that, yes.
Actually, it's because she's on her boat.
Yeah, okay.
She's
well,
on-
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
One of her
that's
rentals.
Yep. Another rental program happening. No, that's not
Cowie?
the whale, but I'm glad you brought that up. So the whale is yet another innovation from Kylie Elmer's, and that is the new boat that they've been working on this past winter, and she called it the whale as a joke.
Yes.
Just because she's got that kind of sense of humor. She's in New Zealand, transplanted over to Australia, so that explains a lot of the humor, or vice versa.
Vice versa.
She is awesome to hang out with. But yeah, and by the way, they name all of the boats. Dan Anderson's boat actually is called Keiko.
Keiko.
Yeah, they usually don't share the names, but they told me some of them I can't share. Unfortunately, they won't let me. But
Is
it's
it
a
not PG?
superstition. No, it's a superstition.
Oh,
around
okay.
it,
I
actually.
gotcha.
Yeah, everybody names the boat.
Makes sense.
I'll
Well,
be-
there's our leader one more time, Yuki Francois out of Belgium on that B&J JSU Quakey Sense to Japan, Robbie Jet.
Would you leave that hat here last night?
Was it a leftover?
Inquiring minds.
Change the oil.
Suddenly, I was noticing we have wardrobe changes happening even in front of us. I wanted to know more. All right, to the track. You are watching this first moto for the women's ski class, and currently it is Yuki and Yuki Francois from Belgium. She's sponsored by B&J, JSU, Robbie Jet, Quakey Sense, and Sea-Doo Japan. And speaking of second place, that would be Emmy Kanamori. She's sponsored by Kawasaki, R&D, Slippery, Oakley, Factory, and Orai helmets, some of the best helmets in the industry.
And then Nia Granger coming to us from Guadalupe on the Dream Team Racing, and her dad, Jet Style, and mom.
And a tough break for Yukuko Kume, who is coming through on the 100 boat. Don't normally see her at the back, but unfortunately you could see she had a very tough crash off the start. I thought they were going to have to put a tow loop on her, or a tow rope, but fortunately they got the boat going.
Yeah.
So Yukiko is back out on the track, which is good. Hey, you guys, you were looking for a t-shirt. I thought you were just saying hi.
No, they're like, throw us free stuff.
That was awesome.
I'm sorry, I've been teasing folks over here.
You were teasing them.
Hey, but you know what? Yamaha's going to have a bunch more of those T-shirts for us
Very
to
cool.
give away.
You were
Matter of
so
fact,
awesome.
I'm going to go see Waddy right now. I'm going to go steal some Yamaha
There you
T-shirts
go,
because you
Mike.
guys all deserve some free swag this weekend.
Yes, you do.
You spent a lot of money to come out here, and we're all on a budget, so you guys got to have some free stuff. I'll be right back.
All right, well, the courtesy markers have come out halfway there for Yuki Francois out of Belgium. And, of course, Amy Kanamori coming right behind her there, second. Nia Granger sitting in that third spot. Now, once again, this is moto number 1. Those top 3 sitting in a sweet spot, but you know what? It's always the top 5 are within that striking distance.
Yeah, you're going to want to keep your eye on a couple of these riders because they tend to be very sneaky. One of those is 220. That's Ellie Nortendahl. She's been really training, and it looks like she has actually moved up.
Yeah, she has up in that 4th position. You got Kazuki Makai right behind her on that red boat.
Well, let's hang on to this next lap because it almost looks like Emma might have moved up into 3rd.
Oh, possibly. We'll keep an eye on that. I see Kylie Elmers out there in the 13. Anna Glenn on the 777s there. And then there's Yukuka Kume. Kiko back up and running again. Good to see. This is going to be 7 laps. They've just went by that halfway mark. Just a few more laps to go here.
John, thank you so much. Hey, John, you want to go? You got a second? Hey, handsome, come on up here. You got a second? Hey, real quick, you guys, while we are taking a look. Premature acceleration on the T-shirts. That's how I normally start, by the way. I go out too early and then I nosedive. All right, I'll get those later and we'll make sure you guys got T-shirts. Hey, good morning. All right, so real quick, I'm here with John from the Flip Flop Shop. And John, specials today. What's going on in the Red Light Special?
All day today, all clothing, board shorts, bikinis, girls' dresses, cover-ups, guys' tank tops and T-shirts are 50% off. Half price, right down, right next to the lemonade stand. Half price all day.
I tell you what, I think we ought to have an ugly board short contest.
Oh, yeah.
I think we ought to have an ugly board short contest.
I think I'll win.
Well, wait, hold on. No, you're good. No. I think an ugly board short contest, and the ugliest pair of board shorts actually gets one of the board shorts that you have on sale for free. Are you up for that?
Sure, why not?
Let's do it. All right, you guys, if you'll just drop by the Flip Flop Shop, and we're going to judge all day, and John's the judge. If you have the ugliest board shorts in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, during the World Finals on Sunday, he's going to hook you up with some cool bling shorts.
There you go.
Thank you so much, sir.
Don, I was a little worried when you said drop at the first part of it, so glad you didn't say drop the shorts.
Be worried, my friend. Be worried.
Be
John,
worried.
thank you tons. Don't forget, we got the big, it's actually the blue, they call it a blue light special.
The blue light special, that's right. Kmart blue light special.
Yes, sir. Okay,
White flag is out, Don. Sorry there.
No, go.
It's Yuki Francois. One more lap to go, but here comes Amy Kanamori, the number 600 lady out of course, Rowland Heights, California. Amy, of course, runs a lot of our Region 2 races over the years.
And Eminelli Nortendahl just moved into 3rd, making the pass on Naya, the young lady out of Guadalupe.
Yeah, that's right. As we take a look here, is the 4th place just coming off the splits there. We'll get a read on them.
Oh my gosh, Melissa, you are the sweetest person on the planet. So Melissa from the Cayman Islands actually went down and got the T-shirts in the no-fly zone, which is underneath y'all's grandstand. So she deserves that. You actually should have given her a T-shirt for that.
That's right. Kazuki Makai coming by there, and look at this. There's your buddy.
Look at what? What am I looking at?
That blue boat.
Oh, that'd be Kylie.
Yep, that'd be Kylie. She's starting to catch up just a little bit, moving up to that 5th position.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, she'd actually be in 6th still.
Or 6th, sorry.
Yeah, because Naya's 4th.
5th,
And then
6th.
Azuki is 5th, yeah. No worries. White
And
flag,
there's
guys.
your Kuke Kume.
We sure had fun watching the scat track log jump in that very first race. Hey, by the way, if you guys are listening to us on the live stream, this was a moto for the women's ski. And that moto was 7 laps long. And then coming at you next is going to be Pro Runabout Open, and then Vintage X2. And then right after that is going to be some junior ski 10 to 12 stock, just to keep you in the loop on our schedule today. And by the way, I'll do a quick picture and put it up on Facebook for you too. Congratulations go out to Yuki Francois. You were winner in moto number 1, and Ibi Kanamori in boat number 600 for the 2nd place spot.
And here comes the 3rd place. We got a battle that's going to develop here.
And Emma holds on to it from that inside split, but it was close.
That's right. I'll tell you, she was trying to sneak up there again. That was that was a lapper there. I apologize. Emma got that. There's Naya. Naya Granger coming to us from Guadalupe.
All right, you guys, so awesome racing on Sunday as I cruise through the back part of the vendor alley and just checking out some of the cool peeps. I see the amazing Tara Lejo hanging out back there. She's at the Budweiser VIP area. And I also see Tommy Bonacci. And Mikey. I thought I'd just sneak over to the other grandstands really quick and give away some t-shirts while you guys are hanging out up in the cool tower.
Okay, hey, you're sneaking over to the other stands to give away some t-shirts. Well, I promised all these folks some t-shirts, which I just...
Oh, you got to load, Mike.
I do got to load, and that's special thanks to all of the Yamaha crew back there, Scott, Andy, Bob Gonzalez, all good friends of mine that we've been hanging out for years. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie these up real quick while you go through the lineup.
All right, we got Pro Runabout Open on the line. On the number 158, it's going to, just where is he down there? No. He was broke down, so James Bushel not making a line here for the heat race. Just a heat race, folks. We got the 38 of Mohammed Albaz coming to us from Kuwait. On that Kuwait Finance, KNPC, McDonald's, Zane, Kuwait, Steel, and Drag 965. Looking at the lineup here, we got the 19. That's going to be Aero Azwar out of Jakarta, Indonesia, on the Dean's Team Yamaha Jet Drive HydroTurf. The 66 of Mohammed Bobé out of Kuwait, St. Kuwait, and the Pro Rider and McDonald's. I see the number 20 there. Trying to see who's out there. Abdullah, there's Arminio Iantoska on the number 4 out of Naples, Florida. And I'll tell you, Arminio looking blingy down there with that new gold and black. Gold member. All right, we'll take a look here on the inside and the outside. Who's it going to be? I see Georgie Kaza. There is it. The number 5, possibly. No. Nope. Let's see. There's Armenia and Tosca in second, but it's going to be Kaza. Followed by Mohammed Albaz on the 38, Arminio Iantoska on the number 4, gold member. Verbier in the 66. Looks like it might have some issues there. But only a heat race once again. Everybody's going to transfer. Jet Renew. Got some more free water bottles there. Team Jet Renew in the house. But Kaza looking to check out already. Look at this. Splits off the inside. Looks like Arminio coming on the outside also. Looking good on that black and gold machine. Where is Albaz? Oh, having issues back there. The 38 down just a little bit on power. Gotta wonder if he's saving this. This is the open runabout class. So it's Kaza, Arminio Ian Tosca, Arminio on that Cedo, Revo Racing, Jet Tribe, HydroTurf, Nutrition Elite, XPS.
Well, I'll tell you, Georgi Kaza just dominating right now. Uh-oh, it looks like Albaz might have some problems, boat number 38.
Yeah, it looks like Errol Oswald also out there a little slow, having issues with his boat.
Well, again, you're watching the Pro Runabout Open, and you know when they say open, it means open your wallet. Exactly.
Exactly. Boy, attrition hitting this field already, Mike.
X2s are coming up next.
Oh, wow.
Holy Jurassic Skiosaurus Rex.
Did I just see Tony Corey up here, too? Speaking of X2s, are you talking about him?
You know, it's funny. I seen a post yesterday. You know, after Rob Flores had won his world title, we went down there and we did a quick interview with him, and it was all over online. And Robbie Floyd, who used to be one of our partners up here in the broadcast booth, goes, "Rob Flores is not old; he's just vintage."
Vintage, yeah. They broke him out of the museum to go play. So it's Ian Tosca still trying to chase down Kaza. Tell you, those are the only two that are still out there that are screaming.
Hey, did you see what Jet Tribe did for Ian Tosca? You know, Ian Tosca's the one that actually designed their wetsuits and their the new shirts for the holders. She got Joey and Arminio Sr. down there. Gold. I mean, gold with bling. I mean, like shiny gold. Like stuff that I was wearing back in Arena Cross.
Like gold lame.
It was like Divas Bling Gold.
Well, Mike, look at this. Only 2 boats still competing out here for the heat race.
Open your wallet.
Open your wallet is right. Grigori Kaza, Arminio Ian Tosca. There's another victim.
Parasitus.
Parasitus, that's right.
The good life just got better, but once again, just racing for position online. And I think in this Pro-Am Runabout Open class, a lot of the guys aren't as worried about qualifying and trying to get that good sight, you know what I'm saying, or that good spot on the line. They're just not as worried. They want to make sure that they make it to the line with a fresh boat.
Yeah, that's correct there, that's for sure. Kaza doesn't see any problems, nor does Arminio Ian Tosca. They're fighting for that inside and outside pole.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got to hand it to Arminio Ian Tosca, really not letting Georgi get out of his gun sights right there. Your 2 riders, right-hand side of the track. That's where the action is here in Lake Havasu. Again, I'd like to say a special hello and welcome for those of you tuning in on our JetskiNworld live feed from around the world. My name is Mike Young. I'm with Dave Arnold, and Dawn Dawson is hanging out with us too. She's down there hanging out and throwing beads. She's beating everybody out down there. Ian Tosca, look. Now you gotta wonder, is Georgi want to save his motor a little bit?
Yeah, because usually we've seen him just walking away from everybody, but I'll tell you what, Arminio's not letting him out of his sights.
Well, and the other interesting thing here is Bushel, we had seen right before this race happened, he went out to warm up his boat right there in front of the pit area, and he was actually broke down. We had to send a course marshal to get him. So hopefully he is going to be able to make it in to the main a little bit later on today.
Well, we saw Mohamed Moshin pull off. We saw I believe also Arrow,
Yeah, Muhammad Al-Baz.
Mohammed Burbe.
Well, look, as I take a look here, Dave, we had 11 people. 11 people in this class, and we've only got 2 out there right now.
Attrition.
So Arminio sees what's going on, and he's obviously he's off the gas right now. He's going to go ahead and save that motor for his first 2 motos. Bushels, look, I thought Gary Smith down here from the United Kingdom. He's like, Bushels' problem, it was an electrical problem that they had. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that, buddy. He's one of the top mechanics in the world.
Glad it wasn't another drive shaft.
Yeah, right. Bushels already went through 3 drive shafts, but they brought 5. Thank goodness. What's that, Don? 7? They brought 7. Okay.
7.
Well, everything you hear from me is unofficial, right? So once again, Georgi Kaza, your race leader, top left-hand side of the track. Somebody get the checkered flag.
And look at this. Kaza slowing down just a little bit too.
Well, exactly. You know, I mean, with only 2 of them out there, you gotta figure if they're smart, you want to save that motor for the motos. This is just a heat race. You're just racing for your place online. Georgie knows he's got first place, and Arminio's already way backed off the gas, so put it in cruise control. That's what I said. This is just the courtesy flags.
Oh, my goodness.
You have got to be joking me, man. Come on. Come on, man. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Jet trim seat pads down here.
Butt savers.
By the way, I'd like to thank you very much for coming. Everybody's like, yeah, dude.
They're like, bring her back.
Wait for it. Ian Tosca coming from the outside split. Once again, Arminio Ian Tosca. He's out of Naples, Florida. And, you know, hats off to the Ian Tosca clan, Dave. He's coming back in. He knows. He already got second.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's pulling off. So you might as well throw the checker now.
Yeah, Kaza's just like, hey, man, I got the track, get a little extra practice.
I seen the Ian Toscas a little bit earlier this morning, and like I said, they're from Naples, Florida, and Hurricane Irma hit them pretty hard down there at Mamma Mia's Pizza, and we got hit pretty hard up there in the Orlando area, where I live too. So, you know, Godspeed to all those folks down there in Florida. They're still going through issues, and the folks over there in Houston, Galveston, that area. You know, you're in our thoughts and prayers, and our friends in Puerto Rico as well.
And also, I believe New Orleans just got hit yesterday.
No, well, I haven't seen TV since I've been here. It's like we have any time to watch TV.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on Facebook. Got some friends down in the French Quarter.
The only thing I seen on Facebook last night was Lee Stone's devil flip. That went viral. I think it's already got like 2.5 million hits. And freestyle's going to be coming up a little bit later today, man, and that is going to be just redonkulous. So stoked to be here. So Georgie, the lone rider, out there on the track.
Just putting on cruise control right now. He's like, man, just pull that checkered flag for me, please?
Right.
Please,
Let me
please.
save some fuel.
Because this race fuel's expensive. So are the motors.
I think, Don, this is the first time.
Hey, look at him. He just went, really? Really?
I think this is the first time I've ever seen only one person on the track.
You're right. I don't think I've ever seen it either. Don?
26 years.
Nope. We've got a quorum going.
Hey, by the way, folks, lots of things going on back there in Performance Alley. When things are slow out there on the track, make sure you're going back there to Performance Alley and support those who support the sport. Folks like Blosian, folks like Reva Racing, folks like HydroTurf, Scat Track. Of course, our friends from Bomber Eyewear, Rhino Power, located right behind us, real-time pain relief. Don't forget to get your official IJSPA souvenirs over there at the Shirtworks booth. And believe me, Romer Distributing has the adult beverages already flowing. Budweiser, the official flavor this weekend. Dave?
And everybody's applauding the checkered flags come out. Let's see if Kaza.
You guys are with us.
They're like, hallelujah.
I'm telling you.
Kaza's going to be going, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Yoshi Kaza, your winner. Oh, my. So again, that was your pro runabout heat race number 3 of the day. For those of you folks who may be listening in at home or right here on the stands, race number 4 is going to be our Vintage X2. Race number 5 is moto number 1 of the junior ski 10 to 12 stock class. Race number 6 is moto number 1 for the women's runabout and moto number 2 for the junior ski limited. That's your next 4 in a row.
All right, we got 67 Laura Ortega to McCall, Idaho. DNH Ortega Construction. 7's Casey Quinn, Lake Havasu. Brian Toline in the 16, 109 Charles Sims. 007 of John Dwar. James Gagnon on the 36. Douglas Wolf on the 33. Jacob Acosta on the 8. Johnny and La Rosa on the number 1. Paul Rubinio on the 8X. Matthew Goad on the 11. Hayden Item on the 505. Danny Ortega on the 121X. 11, Tomatsu Yamato on the 11. Triple 5s, triple nickel, Tyler Reeve. Terry Burke on the 51, 121, Pete Burke. And Greg Summers on the 216. We got the long eyes out right now. Mike, can you distinguish? Bright numbers in a white boat. They don't work. Ortega, thank you. So let's see. It's going to be Ortega coming around. Man, looking quick on that old Vintage X2. So cool to see these.
5 laps here in the Vintage X2 class.
Ortega. 121X down here out of McCall, Idaho. 56 years old out there. 56 years young.
56 years fast.
Fast, yes.
109 in second.
Oh, that's Charles Sims on the 109 in second place. And third, Don.
Back and forth.
Green boat.
Back and forth, we got the 8X of Paul Rubino from Santa Clara, California, riding for 2 big performance. Whoa!
Whoa! That is moving it.
Some people getting lost out there.
16.
Your top 5 guys, I believe, missed the buoy there. Now, everything you hear from us is unofficial. Top 4, you're thinking? Yeah. 4, okay.
It's
There was a whole bunch of them. That's all I know. I'm like, really?
so Brian Toline on the 16 and third. So it's Ortega, Sims, and Toline, the top 3.
So if your top 4 missed them, we're looking for 5th place. Who could be in 1st place?
Right, 16.
Well, let's see. Let's see if any of the top 4 hit the penalty buoy. That's that's your first deal.
Yeah, which, by the way, is about an acre and a half further out than it normally is. 1.1 miles,
Yes.
by the way, is how big this track is this year. So they didn't mess around. They mega-sized.
And you know what's amazing? They're making them run the full course, which I actually kind of like. We saw the Vintage 550s, of course, only did the left side of the track.
That's because you're evil.
I know.
And you like watching X2s race.
Oh, I love X2s. I love the sport class. I used to race sport class.
Oh, I didn't
That
know.
was my area.
Did you know that, Mike?
Yep.
What's that?
Yeah, the
Did you know
Blaster and
Dave
X2 back
Dave
in the
used to
day.
race? Did you know Dave used to race
Yes,
X2s?
many years ago. I was a line filler.
I
But
see.
when the line used to look light, I used to jump out there.
Okay, so we had one racer actually hit the penalty buoy. It was up there in that mix.
$279, you said, Don? Maybe. Could be Greg Summers in 216. Look at the side-by-side action going on. The 8 and the 33, Jacob Acosta and Douglas Wolf.
Yeah, the Wolfman. Banging bars out there out of Modesto, California. Sponsored by HydroTurf, ScanTrack, Hurricane Industries, Jet Renew, and Ultimate Watercraft.
Get some more names that come by here. Johnny De La Rosa on the number 1. We see that. See the 36, James Gagnon, one of our locals out of Lake Havasu City.
Boat number 11, right behind 36.
Tomatsu Yamato, Danville, California. There's a 67. That's Laura Ortega. Coming to us all the way from our McCall, Idaho. Of course, our leader we talked about. That's Mr. Ortega out there. Danny Ortega out of McCall, Idaho. The D&H Ortega Construction.
So the halfway mark's coming out. Courtesy flag, as well as an indication with that blue flag that we have their leaders in lap traffic now. They're going to have to deal with these lap riders.
Yeah, Pete Burke out there in the 51. Uh-oh, little GPS malfunction. Burke trying to find his way around.
And that erratic type riding can really be a mind bender for the leaders when they come through, 'cause they can't predict where he's going, and it becomes a tricky. Oh, look at him. Very typical of these awesome riders this week. Perfect camaraderie. He moved over knowing that the leaders were coming through.
That's right, that Danny Ortega, Charles Sims. Charles, I'll tell you what, he builds a lot of these X2s for these guys out of Lake Elsinore, helps them out. Right behind on the 216 there, I do believe Greg Summers. And then the 16, once again, Brian Toline, and then the number 9.
By the way, Dave, courtesy flags are out. 3 laps down, 2 laps to go here in this Vintage X2 class. And I take a look down. This is actually moto number 1 for the Vintage X2. This is not a heat race. Matter of fact, we have no done. We have no more heat races.
Ooh, moto. Once again, Vintage X2 Open. This is moto number 1. Danny Ortega looking to take this one home. Charles Sims, though, trying to do everything he can to find a little bit more of those hamster power. The wheels are turning inside.
Boy, I'll tell you, it's going to be... Well, there we go. Sorry about that. Some technical issues up here.
Hey, batteries. Let me change your batteries. Take that. I'll put your batteries in for you.
Didn't know who's winning.
Oh, okay. I know who's winning. All right. I'll get you batteries later. So unscrew the top. It's in the black bag, Mike. All right, there's the white flag. One more lap to go here for Danny Ortega. Danny, of course, just making that thing rocket ship with Charles Sims right behind him. Danny comes to us from McCall, Idaho on the D&H Ortega Construction. Mr. Sims out of Lake Elsinore, and that KMG, Jet Tribe, Jet Renew, and HydroTurf. There's third place coming across the 216, EF Greg Summers. Then we're going to keep an eye out on the 16. I'm sorry, the 16 there is, let me backtrack, Brian Toline. He's in third, and then the number 9. The rest of the riders now getting that white flag. As we take over our leaders now up on the left side on the back straight. Ortega halfway to a world title here in the Vintage X2. Charles Sims, though, going to be sitting pretty in second. I'll tell you, these two are going to battle very heavy in motor number 2. Ortega on the inside splits coming around, as well as Sims staying out of that lap traffic. One more turn to go, and a checkered flag is in his sights. Folks, put your hands together. From McCall, Idaho, on the DH Ortega Construction, Danny Ortega takes the win. But not far behind the 109, it's Charles Sims. Just waiting for third place, Mike.
Wait for it.
Wait for it. Trying to figure this out. Would be Summers for 16, right? 16, he wasn't couple of lap riders coming around, waiting for that 16. And it's going to be, the 11 and trying to make a run for it. Brian Toline, the 16, going to wrap up third. Good morning, Joe.
Again, folks, you've been watching race number 4. That's the Vintage X2. Coming up next, down on the line, we've got the junior ski 10 to 12 stock class. This is race number 5 of the day.
We've still got a lot of racing. Women's runabout is going to be coming at you. Juniors class is actually going to be a moto, and they will be doing 5 laps today, Mike.
Well, speaking of juniors, I should be seeing Nedra moving the line here. I'm waiting for that cowbell. There it is, the Junior Stars. Ride the 299. He's out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, rider for Tech One Racing, Addiction Industries, Thor, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Julian Juju Beaumere.
Boat number 296, Adama Kawasaki, riding for Wade Chapin Performance, Jet Lift, iSaw Cameras, as well as PC Security, IPD Graphics, Abaco Sunglasses, and Broward Motorsports. It's Hayden Skellett.
And coming to us from Cooper City, Florida, on the Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports exotic sign, the 13 is little Sammy Slamanimi.
Boat number 83 out of Stockton, California, riding for Ultimate Watercraft, Jet Pilot, and PCP Motorsports, Seth Furman.
And coming to us from Kelso, Oregon, on the Motorsport Hillsboro Hot Products Jet Trim, it is Ty McKay on the 734.
And out of the United Arab Emirates, sponsored by his dad and the Sharjah Marina Club, boat number 3, Ahmed Alamani.
And that's our lineup here for Junior Ski 10 to 12 stock.
By the way, winner of this class last year was Talon Ace Chambers. Talon picked up a world title a little bit earlier this week. Great to see the juniors out here in full effect. Again, 10 to 12 years old out here on the line. And they're all running the SXR 15s. Hayden Skellett with a good start on the inside. Skellett and Nemi used to battling it out down there in Region 7. It's going to be tight as they head into turn number 1.
Yep, so Julie inside.
Julian on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like Juju. Skellett right there with him, though. Again, that's your battle on the inside.
The outside, we're taking a look right now. The long eyes are out.
Right, looks like Seth Furman on the outside out of Stockton, California. Again, folks, you're watching race number 5. 5 laps to glory here.
What's up? Beer is open. Craft beer is open. For it.
Hey, by the way, this just in from our good friends at Desert Steel Motorsports. We do have a beer fest going on today. Rummer Distributing, everything is flowing right now from what I understand. But today, the IJSBA is presenting the first ever craft beer festival. It's located inside the VIP area. Tickets for sampling can be purchased at the VIP gate and will include entry into one of the prime viewing areas here for all this great racing action you're going to see on the water. Prices are 3 for 10, 7 for 20, or 20 for 40. Hours, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is the IJSBA Craft Beer Festival.
So it's Palmer, Skellett, and the 83 there, Seth Furman, followed by Sammy Nemi on the 13, moving it up. Let's get the rest of the riders that come by there, Mike. There's the 734, Ty McKay.
Juju Hayden 1-2. I believe that's Seth Furman in 3rd. Sammy Nemi, boat number 13 in the 4th spot out of Cooper City, Florida. Sponsored by Broward Motorsports, Judge Motorsports, and Exotic Signs.
Of course, Beaumare on that Tech 1 Racing. Thor, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim.
By the way, for those of you folks listening in, we've got moto number 1 of the women's runabout. That'll be coming up next, followed by the junior ski 13 to 15 limited, and moto number 2 of the Pro-Am runabout stock. That's your next 3 in the lineup. So it looks like your race leaders, both of them going to the inside. Now, is the inside looking a little quicker today, Dave?
You know what? I'll tell you, I have seen some moves already, and a few of them, the X2s seem to be doing well. And I'll tell you what, you want to look for the smooth water when the X2s came out. A little bit quicker on that. We saw some masses, a lot of them yesterday off the inside, but a lot of the riders tend to go to the outside. We've noticed water's laid down, looks very smooth, and you know they adjusted that course last night trying to get it just perfect.
Obviously, they stole 2 of our long jumps.
Yeah, they did.
You know, it's interesting to see a lot of these youngsters going to the inside, because the inside, the way that we view it from up here on the tower, it actually looks a little bit rougher than the outside. Yep. So you got to wonder if it's just maybe a little more tighter, a little more technical. Outside a little bit more sweeping, but might be a little bit longer here this morning, as the winds have not picked up yet. I did hear by the afternoon the winds are supposed to pick up.
Oh, we got one of the juniors down. Oh, that was 3rd place.
Yes.
Seth Furman.
Furman went down. Tough break for Seth as he gets a tow back over to the SXR 15. Your race leaders, top left-hand side of the track, is still Juju and Hayden, 1-2. Juju out of Lake Havasu. Hayden out of Port Charlotte, Florida. Port Charlotte's another one of those towns that really got crushed by Hurricane Irma as well. And I can see the whole Skillet clan right down here in front of the Tower of Power, cheering on Hayden. Hayden's right there. He's waiting for a slip, trip, or a bobble. You know, Hayden used to race four-wheelers, ATVs as well. Comes from a family. These guys race week in, week out. Doesn't matter what it is. If they got a motor, they're going to race it.
That's awesome. Love it. Well, look at this. The courtesy markers are coming out. Halfway there, halfway home. Juju Beaumare. Hayden Skellett.
Yeah, Juju taking a look back, trying to find out where Skellett is.
Now, I do believe that might be Ahmed Alamadi out of the United Arab Emirates.
Hey, once again, folks, don't forget, if you would like to sign up for this this Cayman Islands package, where it's how many days stay is it? It's 5 day stay, 5 day stay at Moritz Resort, which is on the the east side of Cayman Islands. Beautiful, beautiful resort. Plus, you get a fishing charter and free tickets to the turtle farm. If you'd like to sign up for that, don't cost you anything. Just come back here behind the announcing tower, walk up to the top, and our security guards got the box. All you got to do is write your name and phone number. Winners must be present. We're going to do this right around freestyle time. And I'm telling you, there's not that many people signed up, so your chances are really good. Cayman Islands, baby.
You know what, though, Mike? Let's just make this clear, though. This is the 5 day at the resort.
Yep.
It is the fishing charter.
Yep.
And it is the turtle farm.
Right. No airfare.
No airfare.
Right.
But you know what?
You know,
it's not that expensive to get there.
Moritz Resort normally costs about $250 a night. Just so you know.
That's a good package you're giving away. Now, how much is the fishing charter worth?
Fishing charter, you're probably looking at $500 to $700.
Yep. Mike.
That's $1,000. There's Matthew Panton. That's your captain for the fishing charter right there.
$1,000. So this is quite the deal.
Exactly.
These guys are hooking you up.
Thank
you,
cool.
Cayman Islands.
Exactly. It's almost like a $3,000 package. And it don't cost you anything to enter. That's the cool thing. And
yeah, a little airfare, that's nothing.
We're not looking, for your email address so we can hound you.
White flag is out right now. Julian Beaumare, our leader. Hayden Skellett still in pursuit. And there is Ahmed Alamedi out of the United Arab Emirates.
Well, Hayden's staying right there, not really letting Juju get too far ahead of him, but
and you know what, though?
Juju's home water, man.
Yeah, and you know what, though? Second is not bad for a moto number 1 finish, though, because you come back, you get that first place in moto number 2, outweighs, even though you tie on score and points, still the moto 2 is going to weigh heavier. That will take you to a world title.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you folks that may not have are not familiar with the way that the scoring works, it's very similar to motocross. What you do is you add up both of their scores, or where they finished in the first moto and the second moto. The lowest common denominator is your winner, and if there is a tie, it's whoever does better in the second moto. Thank you. This has been a public service announcement.
And we're seeing Seth Furman, and I do believe that was Tim McKay on the 734 right here, coming off the horseshoe.
Sammy Nimi, racing for Broward Motorsports, will now collect the white flag. Meanwhile, your leaders getting ready to head into the split, top left-hand side of the track. And it looks like Juju going to go to the inside, and Skellett going to follow suit.
These kids liking the inside, I'll tell you, very interesting. You know, they say out of mouth of babes, there might be a little secret there.
Hey Dave, did I mention coming up next? We've got the women's runabout limited.
Yeah, very excited. Seeing some of the fastest ladies in the world there on the water.
Wouldn't be fair.
But here they come. Put your hands together here for Moto number 1, the win to Juju Julian Beaumare, the local out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, Tech 1 Racing. But I'll tell you, that young man behind him put a ride in there. Hayden Skellett, he never let him out of his sights, Mike.
That's right, the junior stars right here in Lake Havasu. Folks, how about a nice round of applause for all of our juniors out there, 10 to 12 years old, to be out here in front of this type of stage. You know, they got to be a little bit nervous, but man, they rode absolutely amazing.
Yep, that's right, Ahmed Alamadi out of the United Arab Emirates, wrapping up that third spot. Now I believe Tim McKay in the 734 looking for it, but also Seth Furman trying to make a move there. You can see they split off inside, outside. That's the battle for fourth. Don, what an incredible race for these juniors. So cool. Okay, Furman coming in. And there's little Sammy Neemy.
Right.
The 13, the Broward Motorsports rider. You know, it was pretty cool. I was watching, of course, Eric Francis and Sophie talking down there. Eric giving her some advice. Very cool. He just came off a world title. Same with Sophie.
Okay, you're watching Women's Runabout Limited Stock. I love that. That seems like an oxymoron to me. Could be
It's an
wrong.
oxymoron.
Limited stock. I'd like to race my limited stock today. In boat number 110, however you call it, she's wicked fast. Orifan Terapanich out of Thailand with pole position on the outside. It's Tammy Rarick on C11 out of Medicine Hat, Canada, sponsored by Reva Racing, Rarick Racing, and A&E Racing and Marine. And then out of West Palm Beach, Florida.
Elmer 77 to Renee Hill. Kim Richards on the number 11, and I'm California. Kimberly McKay in the 566 out of Keyser, Oregon, and Angela Clements on the 102 out of Marysville, Washington. The 772, it's Melanie Mayberry out of Elma, Washington. And Don, who do we got?
And it's quiet. Well, hello, Kylie Elmers on the inside.
All right.
Oh, goodness. So it is Australia, a.k.a. New Zealand on the inside, and it is Orifan on the outside split.
And it looks like, oh, it's going to be Orifan. Kylie Elmer's coming in there. There's Sophie Francis there, followed by the number 11 of Tammy Rarick. That's the top four. Who do we got in fifth there, Nun?
Renee Hill.
Ah, Miss Hill.
Boy, they rented out some very fast boats earlier this week.
Yeah. A few world titles on some of those hill boats.
Can't get a number on that fifth place boat yet.
By the way, coming up next, we'll have race number 7. That's the Junior Ski 13 to 15 Limited, followed by Pro-Am Runabout Stock, Pro-Am Runabout Open, and Pro Ski Modified before we go into our lunch break.
Cool. So you're watching the first moto of Women's Runabout Limited Stock. And in this class, you were looking at it. It's going to be a big class, 8 laps. And this is where training is definitely going to have a factor. And Orifan going to the inside and Kylie Elmers going to the outside. And that was interesting because Orifan actually pulled the whole shot from that outside. But I'm wondering if she thinks it might be quicker on that inside flat with the flat water. Yeah.
Well, you just saw the kids like on the inside also. Got to wonder if it's changed just a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh, Kylie had to go pick up the penalty buoy.
As did, yeah, Sophie did too.
And is still taking over the lead. That's a new lead for our women's runabout, and Orifon second.
Yeah, check that. Sophie was actually coming from the
It's
inside.
Francis. That's Sophie Francis now.
Yeah, it's
second.
So Sophie into second.
And Orifon in third, and Tammy Rarick in fourth.
And Renee Hill in fifth.
Well, there you go.
Top five as they come on to the right side. Waiting for sixth place to come around.
Sophie, by the way, out of West Palm Beach, Florida, by way of the United Kingdom, and she rides for Factory Yamaha, Reva, Fly Racing, JP Computers, Abco Sunglasses, APS, and Whamilton's.
And Kylie Elmers comes to us from New Zealand, but most recently Australia. She is sponsored by Sea-Doo Center, as well as Jet Tribe, 158 Performance, SDC, of course, the company that her and Les work on, and LC Engineering, and Jet Trim, and BRP.
Yeah, her and Les always make a little magic with those boats.
Well,
Yeah.
not just the boats they've got, but they also make magic inventing new boats.
Yes.
They came out with a new runabout this year, and they also came out with a new stand-up. And that was just 2017. We got Rhino Power in the house. They had giveaways yesterday, giveaways the day before. Pretty sure they're going to be doing another giveaway today. But regardless, you guys got to get down there, try it out. Particularly if you have been out in this hot Arizona sun this weekend. Those electrolytes are probably depleted, and they can certainly get your energy back in just a little bit. 8 laps continuing.
So once again, out front there, it is Kylie Elmers, followed by Sophie Francis. Orifon in that third position there. And then Renee Hill trying to catch up a little bit there because we see Corey Rarick in fourth. There's Renee coming up onto the center of the track.
And looks like she's got her sights on the riders ahead of her. And speaking of getting your sights on something, I suspect that you probably had better take a little bit of time and run down to Abaco Sunglasses, because they have some of the coolest sunglasses down there, and they are one of the vendors. I was reading your mind, Mike Young.
You are scary.
That's how good I am.
It's funny because I was just looking over here. I'm like, yeah, I got to say hello to Greg Sarkin down there from Abaco Sunglasses.
It's like I have ESPN.
I'm telling you.
Actually, what I have is Mikey Vision.
Right. Hey, great minds think alike.
There you go.
Angela Clements going by on the 102. See the other 11 there, that's Kim Richards.
Good eyes, Dave.
And we got Melanie Mayberry, Angela Clements, the 102 and the 772. And here comes our leader right now on the outside. The lady from the Down Under, now in New Zealand. Kylie Elmer's getting the courtesy markers. Halfway there, halfway home.
Hey, Don, would also like to say a very special thanks to our good friends from Truck Boss. Those decks they got back here right behind the announcing tower for Truck Boss. Got to hang out with them at Blosian Surf Slam as well.
Yeah, we certainly did. And actually, Blosian brought them out here. These guys hadn't had a chance to come out and see it, so they thought they'd drag them out and get another group addicted to the World Finals.
Those things are cool. You see the winch on it, just pulls it right up into the boat. One-man operation.
Yeah, I actually interviewed him out in Surf Slam this year and last year.
So the courtesy flag's out. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go.
More fun right here at the World Finals. Yes, sir.
Dawn, I also found out we've got a guest bartender down here just to the left-hand side of the stage at the Budweiser booth, the Romer Distributing booth.
Wait, is she?
And that is Tara Lejo.
She's 4 feet fast.
The Terrorizer.
The Terrorizer, that's right. If you'd like to get up close and personal with one of our great stars here with Personal Watercraft Racing, many wins.
Yep, she will terrorize.
What is it, 8 world titles?
She's got a bunch of them.
Tara, how many do you have?
I believe it's 8. Is it?
Is
Am I
it
right?
8? Oh, man, come on. Tell me another number just so I can give Dave a hard time. Is it really 8?
Yes.
8 world titles. Dave is never right.
Don's always right.
No, I'm not. Okay, sure. I'll go with that.
All right.
All right, back to the track as we take a look. Waiting for the top riders to come through, and we get a three-way battle as we go to the runabout section, which is a different course than what the ski riders have been doing. So you'll notice once they come from the front stretch and take that left turn, they then negotiate 4 yellow buoys. In other words, they have to stay on the right side. That yellow buoys indicate, go to the right. And then they have to take a pretty hard off-camber. And when I mean off-camber, it's not only off-camber as a term, but it's also it's off of the way the waves are coming in, so that they're actually popping into that turn a little sideways. So it's very hard to get your rhythm over there. And they have to take a 3-buoy left-hand turn, and then another quick right, and then it's just a really bizarre slalom course, sort of, to the backstretch. And even the backstretch is shorter than it usually is.
Great analogy.
Thank you. Was that okay?
That was okay.
Did it make sense? It was all right.
We'll allow it.
Let's get a critique it off.
Right you are.
Oh my goodness.
Too much fun.
You're so quay. Well, okay, we got a light breeze, which is more than we had yesterday, which was like nothing. And lapped riders are starting to have some impact for our leaders as they come through the split section. Kylie takes that outside again. And it looks like Orifon's going to follow her through that outside in. And Sophie is going to see if she can do a repeat. Oh, she blows one of the inside split turns pretty wide.
Yeah, Sophie actually already got one world title a little earlier this week.
Yep.
As did her husband, Eric Francis.
All right, so that actually was Sophia that went to the outside. Correction on that. She followed Kylie through, and it was a good move for her. Because it was Orifon that had the... yeah, Kylie's leading. No stranger to a world championship. The Sophie, yes. That's her nickname.
Yeah, the Sophie.
Seems to be doing that a lot this weekend. We got the Great Gatsby, the Sophie. We should do that with Kylie, too. The Kylie. But we never did do a nickname for Kylie Elmers. How in the world did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Seriously, she's been racing over a decade. We should get that girl a nickname.
Sleeping on the job.
You know it.
Crazy Kylie.
I call her fast.
I call her no filters.
There you go.
You got that right.
There you go.
You know exactly where you stand with Kylie Elmers.
Kylie No Filter Elmers.
True that. Where's
that
Les?
girl.
He's got to be. I know Les Cook is down there laughing if he heard that. What's up, sorry?
She's a mechanic with benefits.
Is that what you said? Oh, you asked her if Les was a mechanic with benefits. If she was a mechanic. Oh, that was cheeky. Did you actually ask her that? Like out loud?
Nedra's a cheeky
She
monkey.
said that.
What did she say back to you?
Yes.
White flag is out for her right now.
All
the
right.
No Filter Elmers.
Only Nedra would have been able to get that scoop, because I've asked Kylie more than once and I've gotten zip.
Well, when you're the #1 fan, you always get the scoop.
Yep. Well, Sophie Francis in that second slot now, getting hunted down though, I'll tell you.
Again, this is Moto #1.
Orfandal, she is a fast lady, like you said. She's been fast all week. But didn't you say we're going to be seeing someone else?
Who? With me?
Another tie rider?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Out loud?
Yes, out loud.
Shoot,
Possibly.
that means I'm kind of going to get locked into it, aren't I? Uh-huh. I didn't see her, though. So
You
I'm
haven't seen
wondering how
her?
she's racing in the men's. Yeah.
Ooh, she is fast.
Yeah. So fast I didn't see her.
You remember, also, a lady raced with the men there quite a bit. Terlea, we talked about her.
Yep.
Remember, she's a 5th in the nation in IGSBA Tour, in the men's tour.
Yep. In pro men.
In pro men's, yes.
Never forget the year. Tara's going to just kill me for continuing to brag about her, but I'll never forget the year that she was in the lead on the national tour up in Canada. It was at Valleyfield.
Valleyfield, Canada. I remember that.
Yep.
She was beating Jacobs.
That's exactly
Wow.
right.
Jacobs passed her on the last lap.
You stole my thunder on that one. Yes, exactly. That was you remember that because it was a river and the current was crazy.
I remember
All right.
because my co-announcer was French.
Checker flag, drop it down to Kylie Elmer's Moto 1. She's a winner, and that is the perfect place to go put that boat back in the paddock. It's going to be Sophie Francis in third.
Second.
I knew that. And, no, it's not Ortendal. That's actually Orifon.
Orifon, I'm sorry.
Ortendal's a
Orifon, yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Tira Pananowicz. Yeah,
Pananowicz.
she's actually rented, looks like one of Troy Snyder's boats, the
Yep.
110.
And then you got
Tammy Rarick.
Tammy Rarick on the C11.
All right, Junior Ski 13 to 15 Limited. And down on the line out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona. He's sponsored by Tech One Racing, Jet Trim, 100% Bell Helmets, Pilot, and KT JETSKI. That is Teo Omer.
Boat number 142 coming to us from Thailand. Racing for KT JetSki. It is KT. Casted. Terprateep.
Out of Norway, sponsored by Bernstein VBS, Blosian. It is boat number 83, Vilger Bernstein.
Boat number 50 from right here in Lake Havasu City. Riding for Addiction Industries, JC Racing, Perry Concepts, and Tomsky, Brady Corson.
And on boat number 112, it is Alexander Callan out of Bergen, Norway.
Boat number 212 atop the Yamaha from the United Arab Emirates, riding for Shiro Amina Club. That is Abdullah Alamadi.
And on boat number 107, out of Bergen, Norway, sponsored by Sletten Electro, Ahot Sports Motor Company, and Auto Genester, it's Dag Martin Drange.
Boat number 332 on the Yamaha, out of Norway, riding for Fanablick, it's Oliver Lesseth.
And Talon Ace Chambers out of Livermore, California.
And boat number 60 is Casper Olsen out of Norway.
And Hagen Smith out of Liberty Hill, Texas.
365, Steve Bascom. Steve from right here in Lake Havasu. Got some friends out there.
Yep, Nantawat Singarai from Thailand on 19.
On the 11NZ, Ben Morris, who's had a great week. He's out of Christchurch, New Zealand, riding for Grace Removals and Marshall Brown Advertising.
And from Morocco, it's Adman Yassimi Chari, sponsored by FRMM and NJC Performance on 113.
That's your field. This is moto number 2 here for the junior ski, 13 to 15 limited. And Teo Bomay out of Lake Havasu, he was the winner in the first moto. KT took a second out of Thailand in the first moto.
And KT has the whole shots lined up on the inside split, but it's Talon Chambers, our champion last year in 10 to 12 stock, who is currently making the charge on this front stretch. And it's going to be KT with the whole shot. Teo Bomer sneaks in second, and it is Talon Chambers from the outside in third. And it looked like that inside split got a little faster this morning, Mike.
Yeah, that's been the favorite for pretty much every class that we've had so far. Talon Chambers playing a spoiler right now. Took a 9th in the first moto.
Oh, okay. So he's going to be the point stealer.
Exactly. Right-hand side of the track, it's KT, your leader from Thailand, riding for KT JetSki. It's amazing just to see how fast these kids are. Wow, only 13 to 15 years of age.
You know, what a fun thing to watch. You and I have been a part of this long enough to see when they first had them coming out here, and most of them were on stock super jets, so much narrower boat, a shorter boat, and these guys were a lot slower for sure. And a lot more, even the riding styles have drastically shifted. So these bigger boats have done a couple of things for us. They've made it more fun for the recreational rider, which has actually, I think, converted into more racing for us. And the other thing that's done is it's shortened the learning curve for a lot of the racers to include these juniors, which is also helping us in our sport because they're moving through these ranks much quicker, and they are bringing a big set of skills.
And you know, taking a look down here, this 13 to 15 ski limited class, 6 laps for these guys. And for those of you listening in, coming up next, we'll have race number 8, Pro-Am Runabout Stock, race number 9, the Pro Runabout Open, and race number 10, Pro Ski Modified. And in Dundawson, we're going to go to our Sea-Doo Bounty.
Awesome. So the outside split was KT, but he just went down on the tray temporarily. Teo Bomer from the inside is going to be your new leader.
Well, Teo wants to be standing on top of the box tonight, London Bridge Resort and Conference Center. That's where we'll be doing our awards, and I believe that's scheduled for right about 7 o'clock, 7:30, right around there. It's all kind of tentative when we get done here.
And again, Chambers in 4th. And it's 212 that's moving to 3rd. Abdullah Alamadi.
Chambers behind Alamadi. It looked like 365. Stevie Bascom right behind him.
So Stevie for 5th. Dilger had a good run and just went down right on that right-hand side. It was, you take the front stretch, 2 buoys, then you take a quick 2-buoy right-hand turn, and Vilger dropped right down to the tray right there, so now he's going to have to play a little catch-up.
Teo's still your leader, and Teo looks like he's going to opt to go to that inside split. KT going to the outside. See if he can find some clean water, see if he can make something happen there. I obviously had the lead, grabbed the hole shot, now back in second, but this is for all the marbles right here, Don.
Yeah, and the interesting, so Teo had one moto number 1, and Cassidy or KT had that opportunity at the beginning, but I just don't know. Teo ran him down in moto number 1. He actually had the whole shot in moto 1. Well, Teo ran him down there, and looks like Teo's on a charge with these courtesy flags out.
That's right. Teo, 3 laps down, 3 laps to go. And KT coming from the outside. And the outside did look a little bit slower that time because he has a little bit more off the pace.
I think so, but it's also going to be a little frightening for him because he's also got Sam Nemi starting to sneak in. That's the gentleman up in 3rd place.
That's Sammy?
Oh, maybe that's not Sammy. Hold on. Hold on. I was so used to the 13.
113?
No, that's 212. I need to really adjust the glasses here super fast. Abdullah Almadi is putting the pressure on KT.
Yeah, Abdullah representing the United Arab Emirates this weekend.
Sam Nemi's like, I'm not even racing, Dawn.
What you talking about?
What's she talking about?
What she had said was.
And then after that. All right. Boy, I tell you what, 212. What a number. Mike Klippenstein.
Yeah.
Over 24 world titles. Gentleman out of Canada. Also a past president of the CWCA. WCWA.
Speaking of 20 and over as far as the world titles go, congratulations to the king, Dustin Farthing, who achieved his 20th world title this weekend.
Yeah. Also Chris McCluggage in that esteemed Hall of Famers. Jeff Jacobs, of course.
Yeah, I got to see Jammer's been hanging around. He's, you know Jammer, though. He's always low-key. But
so sly. You never know he's here. You said he was going to come in the tower and say hi to me. Did he? No. Not yet.
He's down there at the, I'm sure, the Yamaha VIP booth hanging out with all the brass.
I ought to sneak down there. Okay, jump to the front stretch. Teo Bomer. 3 laps left to go, and that was the battle, and it was pretty close between Abdullah and KT. And KT actually took the inside, and then Abdullah came from the outside and still passed him.
Wow. So
Talent. So Abdullah Awadi, your new second place. Does that shake up our points any? No, I don't think so. Cassidy will still hold on to second.
Yeah, Teo had a first in the first moto. KT had a second. So a 2-3. He would have a 5. Viljar Bernstein actually took third in the first moto. He's on boat number 83 out of Norway, riding for Blosian.
Well, he's currently back in 8th. Viljar's in 8th at the moment.
So Brady Corson was in 4th in the first moto. Then you had Alexander Kaland out of Bergen, Norway. He was in 5th, and Abdullah Alamadi had a 6th in the first moto.
Well, let me just count back. Yep. We're just going to count back here and see if we figure out where Brady is. But last I checked, it was 5th or 6th. White flag is out.
Yeah, Brady needs a little bit of help right now because I believe that would give him a 10, and Abdullah Almadi would have a 9. KT a 5 and Teo a 2.
Well, the battle right now for 5th, and you could actually see Brady coming from that outside split, and that is the battle for 5th place. So is that what he needs to be in 5th or up higher? This is Brady Corson coming from the outside, and it is the battle for 5th.
Yeah, Brady took a 4th, so a 4-5 would give him a 9.
Okay, he's in 6th at the moment, and one more lap to go.
Abdullah, again, took a 6th in the first moto, but currently in 2nd, gives him an 8. So if Brady can move up through the pack, he could steal that position away.
All right, so here's the deal. He has to get around Stevie Bascom then to hold on to his podium position. Brady Corson, who is currently in 6th on boat number 50. If you're looking for him, that battle just moved to the right-hand side right in front of you on the front stretch. He's on a blue boat, and he's got to get around the rider in front of him to hold the podium.
He still wouldn't be able to. He needs to pass 2 people because he would be he'd be tied with Abdullah Almadi, who's currently in 2nd.
Oh, okay.
So Teo, one last time through that inside split. Almadi goes to the outside. Checkered flag will be coming out this next time around. One more buoy to negotiate for Teo. Teo.
Your new world champion in junior ski, 13-15 limited. Put your hands together for Teo Bomer. And in second place, Abdullah Alamadi on the second moto, but it's going to be Kasadit Terapanech, who is coming from that outside split with the orange helmet. It will be second place on the podium tonight. Bahrain Tech. Once you got to get past Tech. Talon Chambers, 4th out on the course in the second moto. And Kasadit saying thank you to everyone.
Okay, you got it, brother. Oops, sorry.
race number 8. What you're watching down on the line is Pro-Am Runabout Stock. We've still got Pro Runabout Open coming at you. That's going to be race number 9. And then also race number 10, which is going to be Pro Ski Modified. Those are going to be the first motos, but this is second moto, all for the marbles here. Mike Young is going to head down to the lovely beach of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and get up close and personal as we get ready for Pro-Am Runabout.
Yes, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock class, Don. This is that class they say it's the manufacturer class. What wins on Sunday, sells on Monday. Oxa Oswar was winner of the first moto. Chris McCluggage ended up in second in that first moto.
All right, time for motor number 2, the Pro-Am Runabout Stock on the number 5. Coming to us from Jakarta, Indonesia, riding that Yamaha Jet Tribe Teens Team Machine. Give it up for Oxa Aswar.
He's out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, sponsored by Monster Energy, Jet Trim, and Jet Pilot. It is boat number 46, the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage.
And coming to us all the way from Kuwait City, Kuwait, on the Kuwait Airways, Gulf Cable and Electric, KW International, and Dean's team, the number 30, Abdullah Al-Fadal.
And boat number 119, Aero Aswar, out of Jakarta, Indonesia, sponsored by Yamaha, Dean's team, Jet Tribe, and HydroTurf.
And then coming to us out of West Palm Beach, Florida, rides the 911. It's Eric Francis on the Yamaha Riva. Abca Sunglasses, and there we go. Pancho Marshak on the number 13.
And Troy Snyder out of Bradenton, Florida on 110. That's the Slugger. Charlie Martinez on 9. 6 of Tim Lipierre. 116 of Tiago Gettins. 2 of Cameron Frame. 2217 of the Fighter, Nicholas Rios. 47 of Tyler Hill. Hamad Yosef Alanjawi. And Yaya Rama. But here was the interesting tip.
Yes, Don.
Oxa Aswar actually lined up in the middle of that inside.
Very
and
interesting.
It was McCluggage that had the pole position. I'm wondering if that strategy paid off.
Well, it looked like Aero Aswar actually looking to grab a whole shot from the outside.
That was Aero, yeah, and it's going to be Abdullah on the inside.
Yeah, Abdullah Al-Fadel, Dean's team in the house and representing.
Oxa Aswar right behind Abdullah. Meanwhile, it is Francis.
Eric Francis, yeah.
Eagles landed in the top. That's your whole shot.
That's actually, yeah, your whole shot belongs to Aero Aswar, Superman. That's McCluggage in second.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Or actually, Abdullah Al-Fadel in second, McCluggage in third. That's the way they stack up, 1 through 3 right here.
And Oxa Aswar in fourth. And that is the Eagle in fifth.
Oh, my. Little contact there.
Yeah, rider down, bottom right-hand side of the track.
Oh, unfortunately, that is the Slugger.
Ooh, Troy Snyder.
Course marshals got right back over there to take him back to his boat. Meanwhile, it is Aero Aswar Superman. Should have double checked with my glasses before I called that.
That's all right. Well, Aero was a fourth place in moto number 1. So here looking for that moto number 2 win here. That would give him a 4-1. McCluggage was second in moto number 1.
Right.
Sitting right now in...
Now you guys know you have to earn your nicknames, right? You have to.
Yep.
Let me tell you how Superman Aero Aswar got his nickname.
Oh, I know this story.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
we were doing a race up in Canada, right? So and he's winning the race. He's winning the whole race. He's just dusting the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it comes down the front straightaway one last time, and he does a Superman, right? Hooks the boat, flies off of the boat, and goes spinning through the water, and then all of a sudden, here comes second. Boom, 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 boom. So Superman found his kryptonite right there.
That's awesome. Yep, it's Abdullah Al-Fadal. And he also has a nickname. Well, he has a ton of them. Prince Akeem is one of them, and I do believe that was given by Mike. He's got some other great ones as well, though. It's a Deeds team rider and it has multiple world titles.
Well, he's currently running second. He was third in motor number 1. If it stays the way it is right now, trying to look here. With a 3 and a 2, that's a 5. It would be heavier than Arrow. So that could be a possible world championship for Alpha Adult.
And Troy Snyder back aboard his boat. For those of you that are listening in on the live stream, he's back in and in the race.
McCluggage, second in motor number 1, third currently out on the track. That would give him a 5. A lot of tie-in points, but it's going to be all how the Moto 2 weighs heavier here, Don.
Yeah, and I just want to look down here and see how many laps these guys are going to be dealing with. A bunch. 10 laps.
10 laps. Oh, my goodness.
Backbreaker on a 1.1 mile course.
There's McCluggage in the 46 in third.
Oxa, who's just looked so good in fourth. He looked great yesterday. Smoked the whole shot.
Eric Francis in fifth right now in the 911 machine. The Yamaha Riva Racefly.
And I would look a little bit further back, but the bling off Herminio Iantasca's board shorts and custom shirts on his holders is blinding me temporarily. I see Herminio's dad down there getting ready to rumble. Oh, that is awesome.
What I understand, Arminio designed all that, so very cool.
He did.
And you know what the new cool thing is? We can see who he is out there.
He designed it, and I do believe Jet Tribe put it together for him. All right, back out to the course. We're looking at the split section, and it is Arrow to the outside.
So as far as our moto math goes.
Yes. Arrow was fourth in moto number 1, currently leading. That will give him a 5.
4-1, give him a 5.
Abdullah Al-Fadal was third, currently sitting second.
That would give him a 5.
And then Chris McCluggage, who is currently third, who was second in moto number 5.
Which would give him a 5. That's what I'm talking about.
Triple nipples.
And Oxa Oswar was first in motor number 1. And
he's in fourth.
He's in fourth.
5.
4 5s.
So basically, whoever wins this is going to win the world title.
Thank you. Correct.
I'm just saying. So Arrow Aswar in a prime position right now to take an overall victory, and I'm sure his father Foley is smiling down here in the pits right now.
Yeah, Abdullah looking to took second, and McCluggage possibly third, unless McCluggage gets by Abdullah.
Well, I'll tell you, McCluggage, this guy's a beast. He's been on our P1 Aquacross tour down there in Florida and up in Chicago, up in the Midwest. And he has really, literally been almost unstoppable. There's only been 2 other guys that have won against him. One of them is Eric Francis, and the other is Arrow Aswar.
Okay. So the amazing thing, the top 4 riders right now, all, if they finish the way they are, will be all 5s in the points. But Arrow, being up on top right now, as we said, moto number 2 weighs heavier.
And the top 4 riders all already have world titles.
That is correct.
Cross flags coming out, courtesy flags for our leader, Arrow Aswar from Jakarta, Indonesia. And McCluggage, the Mac Attack, still working the tow hook.
And I
He's
believe
in third, and it is Abdul. Yes, sir.
It's 10 laps, right?
10 laps.
5
correct.
down, 5 to go.
Yeah.
Beat the record.
Oh my goodness. Over 22,000 people are checking out the live stream here for the 2017 Blosian World Finals. The world is watching you, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. Don, what do you got?
Well, I was just in here thinking with 5 more laps to go, your average on this has been 1:40. I really needed to grab a stopwatch and get a time, but let's just say 1.5 minutes, okay? So add that
Mike's
up,
got
you're
it.
looking at
Mike's got the timer going right now.
Yeah.
He'll let us know. But Don,
At least we were close to 20 minutes on this
Yeah.
boat. What's up?
well, at 1.1 miles, time 10 lap.
Yeah, 10 miles.
No, wait a minute. 1.1 miles. 1.1 times 10. You forgot the 0.1. You got to throw that 10
Look, will you
times.
guys quit giving me math problems?
11 miles. We want some more Don Fuzzy math. The new math.
I like to run the averages.
Play the odds.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this.
McCluggage moving into second.
That just changed things up.
Right, exactly. That cancels things out. That means McCluggage would take the overall.
Yep.
If things stay as they are.
That's all he had to do.
And that would be a 2 and a 2 is a 4. See, I could add.
And then he taunts me.
But we love because we kid you all the time.
McCluggage can add as well because
Yes.
what he did was take the one person and get around him, and now he can lock it down into cruise control.
Now, Mike Young down there,
Yes.
McCluggage, what would this make for him in world titles?
Good question. I believe
I'm not sure
I think
either.
it's like 22.
22,
22
possibly.
world titles if he gets this one.
Wow.
Woo! You're awesome.
And like we said, Farthing picking up his 20th world title a little earlier this week.
I think we should start calling that the 20 Club.
Clipper's got 24 world titles, so there's the 20 and over club. It's a very exclusive club.
The 20 Club. Yep, 20 and over.
So the Slugger just got it in cruise control right now.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be going back to the pits a little bit early.
Well, after that collision, I'm sure it's kind of a little disheartening for him there.
Still got Aswar on the clock here. We'll let you know what those lap times are. 1 minute 33 seconds. 1 minute 33 seconds the lap time for Aero Aswar.
Thank you, Mike. So one more time on that, Mike. The lap on this last lap was how much for Aero?
133 and change.
Thank you, sir. 133 and change.
So if Arrow comes off,
Yeah, so if Aero's Superman's it comes off.
Oh, I guarantee he's not going to Superman this one.
It will not change anything for the winner. Still be McCluggage.
Yep.
Although I think his dad, Foley's dad, will probably ground Aero for the next year and a half. I doubt we will ever see another Superman from Aero Aswar on a last lap.
okay, we're calling a 10-minute break.
Okie dokie. Well, right after this race, you guys, we're going to do a 10-minute break. And that is going to give you an opportunity to buy stuff. As,
Shopping
Scott Frazier-
time.
As Scott Frazier says it so eloquently, which I would happen to concur. This is your last day. And this is a great day. 2 bikes. They got a lot of blue light specials back there. Half off of the Flip Flop Shop. Yamaha's got a ton of great stuff back there, as well as Kawasaki, Slippery When Wet. You've also got Reba in the house. A perfect time to order your new boat from them. And then we've got all kinds of cool accessories like Bomber Eyewear. All right. So 2 more laps to go for Aero Aswar, Chris McCluggage, Abdullah Alfadel, and Agsa Aswar. Those are your top 4.
And there's Eric Francis rounding out our top 5 there, Don.
Right, and if Oxa wants a world title, he actually has to get past McCluggage.
Yep.
At this point.
Tiago Gittins running in that 6th position right now.
Yeah, good to see Tiago running here in the runabout class. Don, as you know, we see him all the time at free ride competitions around the world.
Yeah, we do. And in fact, first time I met him, he was a stand-up racer, so he likes to race stand-up.
Yep.
But we saw him this week multitasking.
Exactly.
Normally, he likes to go for big surf, at least the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if that's not enough, he actually drug his brother out here, too, Ishmael. His first time out here, and he said, man, it was really a dream come true to be out here for the very first time, and not only did he do that, but he made the podium.
Yeah, like you said, Ismail did very well earlier this week.
I doubt he had to drag him too hard to come. That's like, oh, man, you mean I got to go to Havasu and I got to race to the World Finals? I suppose.
Well, guys, when we talk about what wins on Sunday sells on Monday, guess who we got out in front?
Yamaha.
I'm just saying.
Well,
I don't
two
even
laps
have to advertise, man.
was the sign to the other riders, but now the white flag will come out for Aero Aswar, the Jakarta, Indonesia rider, Dean's team, Yamaha, Jet Tribe, HydroTurf. But the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage, all he's got to do is hold it together for this one lap to go. He was, he just was doing the math in his head. You just know he was.
3.4 second lead right now.
3.4 seconds. McCluggage is fine with that.
That brought to you by Team Faith.
Thank you, Brian. God bless you, sir.
He said you too, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, your race leader. Working on the top right-hand side of the track still. Aero Aswar and McCluggage 1 and 2.
I don't see anything changing yet, Mike. And there's a nice gap between all three of them. So unless something cray-cray happens.
Cray.
Yeah.
Hey, we've seen it.
Right.
Yes, we have.
Stray wave just has blown them right off of that backstretch before.
The good juju is going on right now out there.
Yeah.
So again,
the top two taking the outside. Top three took the outside. Yes, Mike?
yeah, I was just going to say, McCluggage again looking at another world title. Again, originally from Naples, Florida. They've got a new company down there over on the east coast of Florida, where it's like a boat club where you spend so much a month and you can go and run jet skis over there in Jupiter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion is going to be Chris McCluggage at number 2. It was actually Aero Aswar that won the moto, but your McCluggage Mac Attack is going to be the world champion.
Hey, Peter, can you get the course marshal to get McCluggage over here? Can you have Peter call the course marshal?
He's got it. Peter's on it for you, bud.
Brian,
for generations, Yamaha has dominated the racing circuit across the world. Winning is our passion. Speed is our tradition, and racing is built into Yamaha's DNA. In fact, when it comes to the top pros in racing, Yamaha is consistently their #1 choice. So, are you ready to race like a pro? With the 2018 Performance Race Series of Wave Runners, Yamaha continues their long-standing tradition of crafting top-of-the-line wave runners capable of blowing everyone else out of the water. Yamaha has become the only choice for serious racers and aspiring speedsters. For next-level thrills on the closed course, the Superjet offers an incredibly nimble mix of speed and control with a lightweight frame and responsive handling. This best-selling stand-up watercraft has beat out the competition time and time again. Your weekend goes by fast when you're on a VXR. This Speed Demon offers sleek style with a seat specifically designed for racing. An ultralight Nano XL hull and deck, the revolutionary ride handlebar system, and the speed of the 1.8-liter high-output Yamaha Marine engine. The GP 1800 is race ready, right out of the box, and a proven winner on and off the course. It's our most powerful wave runner with the supercharged Super Vortex high-output Yamaha Marine engine, including a 160mm high-pressure 8-vane pump, and the ultra-lightweight Nano XL2 hull and deck provide an optimal power-to-weight ratio. With a newly redesigned seat for maximum comfort and the state-of-the-art ride system, you'll feel practically glued to the water. No one else even comes close to challenging it. If you're ready to be part of an elite club of race-winning pros, it's time for you to join the Yamaha racing tradition. With the closed course conquering Superjet, VXR, and the GP 1800, you'll enjoy endless victories on the water.
Peter on the shoulder and have him call a course marshal to get Mac back here.
Are you still waiting?
I'm waiting.
Still waiting.
Story of my life. Hurry up and wait, baby.
He might have been worried that he had to get over to Tech. So Pete's gonna try to call him again.
Still waiting for, see if we can get Chris McCluggage down here to get the interview and talk about his world title. Let's see, Brian's on the phone saying, come on, dude, you just won a world title again. Get down here.
It's funny, we've got a couple of guys down here saying, hey, we'll go ahead and make his speech for him. And standing in for Chris McCluggage.
Yeah, we're just, guys, you know, let it air in your boat. Keep hydrated. We have race 9.
Throw some away.
She just brought up.
Well, Don, Dave, just so you guys know, we just sent John Bonkowski down there to get Chris. And we may have to go with this next race, do the interview afterwards. But we did have a racer that was going back-to-back. He's coming? Okay, great.
He's coming. All right.
We did have a racer that was going back-to-back, and that's why we were holding up this line right here. It wasn't because of the interview. It was because we had a racer going back-to-back. 2 racers that were going back-to-back. Yeah, Abdullah Alfadel and Arrow Aswar.
You only found
So we'll go ahead and get this one started. Don,
right.
Dave, what do we got down there?
On Pro Runabout Open in boat number 5 and your heat winner, it's Georgi Kasha out of Budapest, Hungary, sponsored by Jet Tribe Racing, Hydroturf, Jet Trip, Solus, and Ski and Sea. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have any paperwork. Armenia Watowska, number 4 out of Naples, Florida, C to Riva and Jet Tribe, Hydroturf. You can see that new Jet Tribe wetsuit.
And out of Jakarta, Indonesia, sponsored by Yamaha Deeds Team, Jet Tribe, and Hydroturf. It's the 119 of Arrow Aswar, 20 of Timothy Neff, a 38 of Muhammad Al-Baz, the KW66 of Skinny Mo, with 158 of James Bushell, the 11 of Marcus Jorgensen, 16 of Orafon Terapanic, 9 of Lionel Morelli, who celebrated a birthday yesterday, and Mohamed Mosen on 20, Jonathan Valet on 97, Alfadel on 30, and the 911 of Francis, that's your field.
Awesome inside, it's like 38. Outside, looks like, yeah, it's all Boz. So Boz inside, all Boz on the outside.
All right, looks like Georgi Kasha on the inside. And Georgi with the whole shot, and it's Skinny Mo in the second place spot, and Al-Baz in third. And it is going to be boat number 9, I believe. Excuse me, boat number 4. That's Arminio, Mr. Bling Bling, with the
them guys are blinging out this weekend, aren't they, Don?
Yeah, did you see his dad? Look how styling he is.
Hey, Don.
Mamma Mia's Pizza in the house.
Would you like us to go ahead and do this interview?
Go for it, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your new world champion, and he's been here multiple times. How about it for the Mac Attack, Chris McCluggage, straight out of the United States. Chris, I'll tell you what, another fine race, and I don't think you knew this, but all 4 of you, before you got past, all 4 of you had 5 points, and you would have been in 3rd place. You were able to make that pass and get to 2nd.
Yeah, I'm really had a bad time in school with math, but just as long as it works out in my favor at the end of the race, that's all that matters to me. Just want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank my wife, my kids. Just, the IJSBA for, I think it's the 38th year. How much? Oh, 36. I told you I wasn't good with numbers. But I know one thing. This is my 30th year, and it's been a good road and a long road, and it's been my life, and it will continue to be my life till the day I die. I have my son who's kicking butt on skis right now. He loves motorcycles. My wife still rides. My daughter loves riding, and I'm sure my new son will love riding. But just want to thank all my sponsors, and I want to thank actually Scott Frazier. He can be a big horses, but he's at the end of the day, he's putting on a great event, and people may not like our president, but people may not like the president in the past years, but it's the same thing. No one's ever going to be perfect, and just as long as we all stick together, and one main thing is to all be safe at the end of the day, and love the sport of personal watercraft racing. And no matter what our opinions are and our differences, we can all come together at this World Finals every year and enjoy what most everybody's been enjoying for a good portion of their lives. And I just want to thank Monster Energy. I want to thank Dean's team, Broward Motorsports, Jet Pilot, Jet Trim, Jet Ride, Yamaha Motors. I want to thank them, especially Yamaha, because they stand behind me, and a lot of them came out to this event this weekend. I want to thank Dean and Brian for making an appearance this weekend. It's very important to have the bigger guys at the company come out and see these events, and especially to win in front of them. And
well, Chris, how many world titles? What's that one make?
I think it's 24. I mean, ultimately, there's only 2 world titles that I really cherish, and that's Pro Ski and Pro Runabout. But it's cool to be able to, anytime I race and anytime I step, foot on a personal watercraft, to go out there and win. But, I wanted to really, with all my heart, race, stand up this weekend, but I sat back and you don't go against kids half your age not prepared. And for me to get on that ski this weekend, I had a great boat that Sam Nemi built from Broward Motorsports, and some awesome Tim Judge power and awesome Bullet V2. But for me to get on it and go out there and go half, it's not Chris McCluggage. And I go out there to do one thing, and that's win. And if I know I am not feeling it, I'm not going to get on the line. So I'm not going to count myself out of ever being in that class again, but it's a lot. I have I work 7 days a week just about. I have 3 kids and a great wife that takes care of them. But still, man, Florida humidity to train in, it's rough, but I love it. I have a great life, and I'm just thankful for everything, and everybody around me and all my family, and especially they made it through the hurricane, and just everybody. I mean, sport's awesome. It's been a great road, and like I said, I'll probably quit racing when my son beats me.
Well, Chris, let me tell you, you're a hero to a lot of these kids out here. If you had any advice for some of these younger riders, what would it be?
Just never give up. You never give up until the end of the race. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who misses a buoy in front of you. You never know what's going on behind you. For me, like I said, I was bad in math, and it worked out out for me in the end, and I just didn't give up. I kept pushing. I was able to get, I believe it was Alfadel through the split, and it worked out to my benefit. And I had no idea crossing the line. I was confused who got third to the previous moto, but like I said, you never give up until the end because you don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know who missed a buoy in the first turn or anything like that. Anything could happen in racing, and thank the man above that it went my way this weekend, and I can walk off the boat and hug my kids and my wife.
That's it. Chris, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your pro runabout stock champion, world title number 24, Chris McCluggage. The Mac Attack. Back to you in the booth, Dawn.
Thank you so much, Mike. It was really great to have the opportunity to talk with Chris McCluggage. We are back out on the track, and just let me give you an update right now. You are on race number 9. This is Pro Runabout Open. Currently in the lead is Georgi Kashi. This is your first moto, so not deciding a world champion yet. They've just gotten onto the track for this very first round, and that's going to be 15 laps for them. It is a big moto, open class, and surprisingly, I haven't seen too many boats exit the field yet, but typically this is a class where we start losing boats fairly early often. So Georgi in the lead, and a gentleman running right behind him was boat number 66, Skinny Mo. Another one, I think, Mike, that goes into the 20-plus club, and that is Mohammed Burabaya out of Kuwait, and he has over 20 world titles. In third place is boat number 38, Mohammed El Baz, who had a win locked down yesterday and then had a tough break happen, but has still had some phenomenal racing. He's up in third. In fourth is Arminio Iantasca. In fifth, Marcus Jorgensen. So that's how it stands so far, and I'll give you a recap as they come back through. And speak of the devil, there's Georgi Kasha. Perfect timing, Dawn. Thank you. As the courtesy markers come out, it's Georgi that just pops off of that front stretch, and it's going to be Skinny Mo's second. Good man. We're just sitting here talking about how we pronounce his name. Speaking of that, look at this. He has been getting a lot of pressure from that back stretch, and it was actually a lap rider, I do believe, pushing on him. Oh, that's awesome. Georgi's like, feel free to run with me. Just make sure you move over right when I come to this turn. All right, so Georgi going to take the outside.
Little lap traffic in front of him there. It's going to be interesting to see how he goes around.
Well, it really is, because Skinny Mo went to the outside.
Wow.
Well, he smoked past that one.
Well, it looks like he's going to hold on to this one. Momentum's going to be his friend. The blue flag with the yellow stripe coming out saying, you got some fast dudes coming up. You better move out of the way.
Understatement of the day.
Yes. And Skinny Mo's now got to deal with that same rider. And he moves right over, gave him a good look. Very gentlemanly.
Very gentlemanly. Normally, what you see quite often is that the leader comes through because they see the flag, but then they forget that there quite typically is another rider right behind him, so the second place can get tangled up pretty easily. So that was fast. Good moving through this traffic. Gentleman on 38 is your third place rider, and then Jorgensen has actually been on the push, and he got around on Iantasca. He's up in fourth.
And coming fifth right now, that's going to be Arminio Iantasca. The number 4, the blinged out ski, Jet Tribe, hooking him up with those awesome colors. You cannot miss him out there. So awesome to see. Now we're looking at 6th place coming by, Don. That's the number 30 there, I believe. Then the 16. Abdullah Al-Fadal is on the number 30, by the way.
Yep. Again, you're watching motor number 1. This is Pro Runabout Open in a lot of laps.
Wow, can you believe that Kaza just came around again, and Skinny Mo? We were just calling like 4th and 5th, Don, coming by. These guys are just tearing it up.
Speaking of that, just for fun, let's put a stopwatch on Georgi. What do you say?
Yeah, I'd say yes to that.
I kind of figured you might.
I saw what the 122 Simon just said on the limited boat. We saw the stock boats about a minute 33. Wondering what this boat's doing. Where's Mike Young? Has he got it down that stopwatch? You got that fast watch?
I've got it.
We got 2 times. Let's see whose time's going to be correct on this one, Mike or Don.
Well, first off, I've already started timing. Well, I didn't time it there. I timed him over here. Wait for it.
Wait for it. It's getting close because you're at 50 seconds. I'm saying a minute 4.
I think he's reeled it back in, actually. Dave keeps trying to steal. I'm not gonna let Dave look. I'm gonna make you guess.
The suspense is killing me. Minute 14, maybe.
Wait for it.
I'll raise my time. Wait for it.
I'm not gonna let you look.
Ah!
What do you think it is?
114. Simon?
It's 114?
Simon, what do you think?
118.
118.
It's 118?
The price is right.
Mike, what do you think it is?
Well, he's got a stopwatch. That's not fair.
I think it's lunchtime.
Well, I got 123.06.
Oh, wow. He has backed it down just a little bit, probably.
Yeah, I think he's conserving the engine. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, considering this is the open class.
Mike, did you turn the fan on?
Nice up here.
Because I'm noticing that the wind's picking up. The good news, at least for right now, is the wind is coming from behind us out over the lake. So what it's doing is flattening the lake down in front of us. But if that wind changes direction again, because it started out this morning coming at us, but it was a real light wind.
Well, Kaja comes by one more time, and then Skinny Mo in pursuit. Another lap rider having to deal with it now. Mohammed Burabay able to get by that rider, the rider out of Kuwait. But it is the Budapest hungry rider right now, trying to put motor number 1 in the books here for Pro Runabout Open.
Hey, Dave, Don.
Mike.
My watch said 123.25.
See, I can't add, but I'm really good at stopwatches.
I'm just saying.
You were right on there, Don.
I see Jason Stoyer in the house after an outrageous performance last night under the lights at the Blosian Explosion. And just real briefly, Jason, what is it like to have all of those people watching you and be under the lights at the London Bridge at 37th Annual IJSBA Blosian World Finals?
I think it's become the highlight, Don, for us freestylers. I mean, when you get out there, you see everybody already packing the the shoreline, and then literally as you take the water and turn around, it's unreal how many people and on the bridge. It's like 360. It's like a stadium.
So I heard a rumor that you actually have like an 1100 just kind of base motor this year, and the whole idea for you is you really wanted to have more creative, artistic expression, relax, not worry about having to deal with tweaking the heck out of an engine for the next 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a great engine. There's no doubt about it. I guess the difference would be I'm on pump gas. I'm not out there on expensive race fuel. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you can get great, reliable performance that can give you the height and the performance that you want out of that package, I mean, it's a TPE motor tuned by PMP Performance. I was really, really lucky to work with those guys, put it together a package, and I've just been here riding. It's been great.
I talked to Aaron, and he said, and I agree. We thought you looked incredible, authentic, and wonderful, wonderful. Look, hold on, Mike. We are on the white flag, buddy.
That's right. White flag is out. Kaza, just a couple more turns on the back straightaway. We'll see him over on the left side here now. To the outside he shoots. Skinny Mo, Mohamed Berbier, the rider out of Kuwait, chasing Hungry. And I'll tell you what, Hungry is hungry for a world title again. Kaza looking to try and get this one in the books here, his quest for another world title.
Well, to talk about the camaraderie continuing, we've got jet lift flags going up in the tower.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And the checker flag comes out. Ladies and gentlemen, Moto #1 win in Pro Runabout Open, Georgi Kasha.
And it's going to be Skinny Mo coming across there, Mohamed Berbier. So it's going to be Mohammed Al-Baz at 38. Orifan Tedderbatich out of Thailand. And there is the number 11.
That would be Marcus Jorgensen.
Marcus Jorgensen, yep.
So again, I lost my sheets. There we go. Yeah, I think that box was
Yeah, fourth. Jorgensen got by.
All right, you guys, race number 10. You are on Pro Ski. This is going to be Moto #1. And down on the line. He is from Benost, France, sponsored by Bullet Racing, Zapata, Blosian, and Jet Pilot. It is the 72F. And your defending champion, Jeremy Perret, out of Roches Delphon, France. He's sponsored by Team Castanello, Kawasaki, Optimum, and Go Fast Us. But number 44, European phenomenon, it is Moran Raphael.
And then on the number 50, coming to us from South Africa. Now, of course, living in Phoenix from there on that Commander Industries Rockstar Energy Jet Pilot. Give it up for Mats, Dustin Matsuris on the number 50.
And that's how your heat race finished, by the way. And then you have the fourth place in that heat race. That would be Martin Manny on boat number 53 out of Estonia, sponsored by RIA, Retent, and Quakey Sense.
And coming to us from Alberta, Canada on the R&D, the Rad Racing, Works STO, Design, Oakley, Jet Trim, Fisher, and McMurray TV, the 212, the Clipper, Mike Klippenstein.
Out of St. Sulpice, France, he's sponsored by Motul, Jet Pilot, Tech One Racing, and Rick Roy Products, the 8F of Dartalot. It's Valentin Dartalot.
Coming to us from Ichihara, Chiba, Japan, on the Pro Watercraft KMG Racing, Booster Performance, Jet Pilot, the 23, the Samurai, Toshi Ohara.
Out of Indian Trail, North Carolina, sponsored by Judge Motorsports, IPD Graphics, Hidden Trail Motorsports, boat number 3 of James Wilson.
And coming to us from Sparks, Nevada, on the Commander Industries Fly Racing Liquid Militia, the 658, Ian Roberts.
Out of Bergen, Norway, sponsored by Berntsen BBS. 10 Racing and Flex Tape and Jet Drive, the 83 of Ulrich Berntsen.
And right of the Commander Industries, Jet Pilot Rockstar Energy coming to us from South Africa. The 2ZA Tyron Matsuris.
From Albuquerque, New Mexico, sponsored by Utility Block, IPD, Peak Power Sports, Leisure Pools, and Pro Watercraft. It's 816 of Tim Warner.
And coming to us from Hungary on the Red Baron Racing, Tom's Transduna, the number 7, Sabo Gabor. The 777s of Tim Miller coming out of Waco, Texas. Beverly Racing Jet Pilot Craig Warner on the 7G out of Wildomar, California. Kawasaki Works, Troy Lee Design, Tiger Turf, and Warner Racing Products, and also Quinn Bosch on the 98B out of Belgium, Commander Industries. Elias Bruselman out of Belgium on the number 9. Peter Zernick out of Sacramento on the Gold Club, Sky Track Slippery, and the 72 of Johnny Smith out of Mimsa, Florida. Shark Energy, HydroTurf, and Danny Mason on the J15, and David Rediger on the number 3, coming to us from Boise, Idaho, on the Commander Industries, Fly Racing, RM Racing, Blution. Who do we got done?
Well, it's going to be Quentin Bosch on the inside split. It looked like Ian Roberts and possibly Burnson going down off of that stretch. Just on that start, about midway down, both rolling. They're back up, but definitely going to cost them the whole shot.
Inside, outside. Here we go, Don.
It's 72 on the outside, Dave. That's Perret, and he is going to be going up against Quentin Bosch, and that is not the first time I've seen that, and Bosch takes the whole shot. Jeremy Perret in second, Rafael Morin in third, Valentin Dardelot in fourth, Dustin Matsuris in fifth.
And I believe that was the... Did not get 6 there.
Craig Warner in that top 10. Yeah, we were just trying to grab the number.
Yeah, you know what? Craig Warner on the start that last time. Fortunately, some riders may not have held their line, and Craig got a little bit injured on that one. And you got to give it up to Warner, man. He is an animal. He's out there riding. He wants to do Kawasaki proud. That's just the heart of a lion right there.
Where is Mama Warren? She's usually right below us. Where is she?
There's Mama Warner. I know his wife Jess up here right now, and she's getting a good seat here, seeing her husband out there competing. I know it's a rough one when you're injured. I understand he popped a rib out. Ouch.
Just curious, do we have people from Belgium in the house? Because your boy is out there leading right now. I'm just curious. Anybody from Belgium? They're sleeping in? Okay, anybody from France? France, I know I've seen some Frenchmen here and French ladies.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. All right, that's going to be Jeremy Porre. Knocking.
I don't know. He's not knocking that close on that door, because I'll tell you, Quentin Bosch says, I'm checking out.
I don't know about that.
But you know what? We saw what happened earlier. Quentin had a little issue there. We saw him get the hook there in the heat race earlier today. So it's Bosch.
Finishing pretty far down, actually, in the heat. I was just taking a look at that.
Yep.
Jeremy taking the win in the first heat. And your scat track log jump is officially open.
There's Matsura sitting there in 4th place. The number 8 once again. And 5th, or 9, is it?
Busselman is number 8. Yeah.
Elias.
Number 9, excuse me.
Number 9.
Yeah, I think you might have been looking at Valentin Dardelot is up in that mix as well.
Ooh, Don, here comes the wind.
So far, the wind not a factor for the riders other than to knock the waves down. It's coming from our back, the south, and going out over the lake, keeping the lake pretty calm. But it's definitely starting to pick up as far as gusts wind. 15, 25 miles an hour was what we saw on Friday, and man, that shook us up big time as far as racing.
And you know what, Don, you're right. Now the wind switched direction. You can see it's actually laying it down. It's got that light little chop now. We always see really fast conditions with a little bit of chop. Means the boat just skips a little bit taller, higher on the water there. As Bosch comes by one more time, the young man out of Belgium, and then the French rider there. That is, of course, Jeremy Perret on the 72.
It is Raphael Marin in third.
And the 44?
Yep, then Dustin Montzuris fourth.
Whoa, Motts, as Nedra would say.
Valentin Dardelock 5. No change by then on the top 5. It is a change in 6th, though. That's Craig Warner.
Craig Warner.
He had it from the last lap.
Got to give it up, man. Warner being injured out there riding, man. That is so awesome to see. Up, hippity hop over the top. The Clipper, 212 there. And then the 53 of Martin Manny. Try and get some more numbers they come by for you.
I was just looking at the rider behind Craig Warner. Trying to get a number on that. I was actually looking for Tyron Montzuris as well. Tyron had a great start yesterday, but went down, costing him a shot at that top 5.
Where is Tyron? I can't see him here.
I was looking for him out there. I'll let you know if I'll confirm it. Let me put it that way in just a moment.
As our leader comes by one more time up into the horseshoe section, heading for the great equalizer, the Scat Track log jump.
I think it's time for a stopwatch, don't you?
I think so. What's Quentin doing? Are we going to lay some bets?
Should we? All right, I'm in. I will say we've been noticing that a lot of riders have been taking that outside split. Our course marshals, as well as Blake Courtney, listens for that in the tower, as well as him watching. So I've got to imagine they'll probably be making some adjustments here right around the lunchtime as we start getting ready for our Sea-Doo Bounty, which is going to be coming at us this afternoon, as well as Pro Freestyle still on the docket.
Clipper's got his sets on Manny now.
I'm with you, Dave. I feel like we should have kept the other 2 log jumps. We're going to need to find out who borrowed those tires for the ATV tour this morning. Special thanks to Scat Track, by the way, for providing our log jumps this weekend.
As they have for so many years here.
I guess I should make that singular. Uno.
The log jump.
Uno log jump. And I tell you what, it was super fun to watch.
We need Uno Mas.
You want Uno Mas, huh?
One more.
All right, courtesy markers have come out for your race leader on the front stretch, Quentin Bosch from Belgium. Our first opportunity to see him as a junior out here, where he was about half the size he currently is. He's over 6 feet tall, but back then he was about 4 foot nothing. But he was packed full of talent. Even back then, he started his career in a Superjet, and he stayed on that boat almost his entire career. And he is bar none one of the fastest riders on a Superjet we have ever seen.
The first junior star prodigy.
Yep, he nailed a world title that year, and then came back and continued to repeat. He had a lot of catastrophic finishes as well.
Well, once again, 10 laps make up the distance here. 5 down, 5 to go.
Again, top 4 have not changed. You still have Quentin Bosch leading, Jeremy Perret second.
Correct.
Raphael Marin, that's a little superstar from Europe that we saw first time this year, and then Dustin Montzuris fourth. And still no victims of the log jump. I haven't not even had a chance to offer a garage sale yet. However, let me just say, we have a lot of laps for this one.
10.
We're 10 laps.
Yep, they were already halfway. 5 down, 5 to go. Actually, 4 more now for Quentin Bosch.
And to see the Manny crew down there very quietly watching their boy, Martin Manny, another junior prodigy.
Yes.
And he has always run the number 53. And a lot of these riders, their numbers are either superstitious, lucky, or a lot of them their dad.
Quinn Bosch.
The number.
We've always seen Jeremy Ferret, of course, the 72 over the years. I know Craig Warner always running that number 7 out there, lucky number 7. And then, of course, the 777s we see quite a bit there. Tim Miller, another standard. Now, the one that throws me is the number 50, Matsuris. Unfortunately, not able to run the 1ZA this year.
Yeah, we haven't seen that switch, and I ever since I've known Justin Matsuris, he's run the 1ZA. But this year, it's going to be boat number 50, and he is currently in 4th. And man, he's got to be starting to get sort of close to the 20 club.
Yep. And there's Elias Bulselman, and then of course Craig Warner on the number 7, the factory Cowie rider. He heads over the log jump, hip hop over the top. And then there's Mountain Marnie. Manny talked about him right there. There's that 53. Always good to see. Easy to spot that black with the bright orange.
I was thinking a picture. Because I'm cool like that. All right, Burnson with the tough start off of that hole shot, as I was telling you about. He got rolled over on that, but starting to make up some time. We are watching Moto 1, Moto. So what's going to be coming at you next? I'm so glad you asked. Sea-Doo Bounty is going to be coming up next. And then Pro Freestyle.
A celebrity sighting now, Minoru Kanamori. What's up, Kanamori? Guy is integral in bringing these stand-ups here to watch what we race right now. It's so awesome.
Yep, Mr. Minoru has been a huge runabout racer, obviously, the past, multiple titles. Now his wife, carrying on that tradition. You saw her just a little bit earlier.
She's got a few titles under her belt.
More than a few.
Yeah.
Of course, Minoru, also the brainchild behind a lot of the design behind that boat, as well as Craig Boyd, or Fuzzy Boyd, and he also is on site this weekend.
Good to see Fuzzy out here.
And I'm still looking for a white flag.
Boy, that guy could free ride, I'll tell you that.
We got nothing yet. Just making him work. So 2 laps, we think they were given the, or as Dave was calling it, the peace sign.
Yeah.
I see Kylie Elmer's up here hanging out with us.
Oh, you want to talk to Kylie real quick? Jump in there.
I was. Do I have time? I'd love to. I'm gonna be brave and give her a microphone. Kylie Elmers, how are you, girl?
Not too bad. What's going on?
Congratulations on your Moto 1 win this morning.
That's debatable. I'm about to debate that now.
And it's really good to see you.
Got anything nice to say?
And thank you for the test ride yesterday.
Yeah, we're better off to talk about that, Dawn.
Yes, we are. The Kawasaki, by the way, I had my first opportunity to, actually it's my second opportunity to watch ride the Kawasaki, thanks to Miss Kylie Elmers. And I love your boat. It is awesome.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, what's the name of your Kawasaki? Because I know you name all your boats.
I only name the boats I build.
I see. What is the name of the whale that you built to race this year?
The one I'm doing on the Aquabike tour. That's Albert, Fat Albert, because it's really big.
Yep.
Yeah, so for those of us old enough to remember, Fat Albert's pretty funny and it's pretty appropriate.
Well, I have to tell you, I missed you. It was really awesome to have you out here this week at Lake Havasu.
Yeah, the beach is good, the sun's good, and all my friends are here. It's perfect.
There you go.
As Fat Rose, hey.
Wow. You had to include the sound effect. I like it. All right, so we're going to be coming back with more racing this afternoon, but we're going to switch venues a little bit. Sea-Doo Bounty is coming next, and the Pro Freestyle right after that. And we've got Taylor Curtis. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, too. It's good to be out here.
Great to get you getting ready for Pro Freestyle?
Yeah, I can't wait to see the boys run.
Me either. And are we going to get a chance to watch watch the little Richter today, the mini Richter?
No, Coy just informed me that he's tired. He says, I've done enough runs, I want to take a break.
I love that kid.
Nap time.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely can't wait to see what that young man of yours is going to be doing here in the future. So excited to see the future of freestyle last night. All the folks in Lake Havasu got to see Coy out there.
Yeah,
it was awesome. That was a dream come true. I was standing on the sideline pinching myself going, is this really happening right now?
Were tears coming out of your eyes?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really cool. I'm stoked.
Well, we were stoked to see that, and can't wait to see what he's going to do in the future.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Taylor Curtis, everybody, TC Free Ride. Go down there and check him out there with all those Richters. The white flag is out for Quentin Bosch, Jeremy Perret.
All right, as they make their way out the final lap here, Quentin Bosch has had no problems with the tire jump, but Jeremy Perret, yesterday, I have no idea how he held on to some of the log jump exits, but that was when they had the triple out. And I mean, it was rowdy. Top three still got Raphael Morin in that third place, so no change there either. It's unusual in this pro ski class not to have a changes, particularly in a class this packed with talent.
Well, again, this is moto number 1.
Valentin Dardelot has moved up.
Always a fast rider for sure.
Yeah, he's been a past winner. He's past world champion,
World
in fact,
champion.
multiple times. And one of the most epic battles I ever had the opportunity to watch was that gentleman, Valentin Dardelot, against Jean-Baptiste Body right here in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, and it was GP ski.
And there's Motts, there's Manny. Elias Busman, then Craig Warner, Dr. Cowie, and the Clipper, Mike Klippenstein, the 212 out of Canada.
Yeah, Mike Klippenstein actually riding a little injured at the moment.
Yeah, he just doesn't look like the usual Mike.
No,
looks
that's
like I
what
saw him limping yesterday.
Yeah, he got injured. Hey, congratulations. And your first moto win, Quentin Bosch.
Wow, we're just calling like 4th and 5th, and he already crossed the line. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. Same boat, runs the same boat number. He always has, 9-8. And right behind you, boat number 72, Jeremy Perret, taking your second place, and Raphael Morin right on that pace, rounding out your top three. Oh, yeah. Nedra, can I have you? Okay, can I have Nedra down to the bleachers? And we're going to get ready for a quick presentation for Nedra, brought to you by SEWA, the Cayman Islands Watercraft Association. And then we'll also be drawing, don't go very far, you guys. We're also going to be drawing for the 1 week stay at Moritz Resort. That's going to be coming right up. Man,
And you have to be here.
Going on.
You have to be proud. You got to hear your name. You got to be here. More celebrity sightings. Mark Queen in the house. What's up, Mark? Martin Manning coming by in the 53.
You're here with Jet Tribe for the World Finals 2016 in Lake Havasu.
It's going to be an awesome race, and we're going to have riders flying in from across the world competing for the final title. Jet Tribe is going to be releasing some of their newest 2017 gear, so be sure to come in and check it out.
They staying nice and chill over there? Is the United Kingdom in the house? No, Don, we're in the back shopping. By the way, you guys don't forget to go shopping. Also, props out to boat number 83, Mr. Burnson. And some of the other riders for their great efforts. We will be back with more racing, and also we'll be back in just a minute with the Sea-Doo Bounty.